time.
This plugged
It's been
in.
a while.
Hang on, I think I hit the wrong button.
Alright. Are we? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this isn't actually our main microphone, but it's something else has a microphone. Is it?
And it's peaking really badly.
Is it worth
Just-
staying on this?
Just drop the
remove the
bottom line down a
razor
bit.
and add it again.
Yeah.
a bit better.
And welcome to Tabletop Fables' technical difficulties stream.
This feels all too familiar.
It's all,
Make
it's
your
all
ears bleed.
the acquisition ink die. It's all,
Yeah,
it's all
I haven't rolled it yet.
Alright,
That's the
so
competition.
I'm guessing we've got audio now since we can see a visual representation of audio.
Yeah.
So let's just go with that for now until we hear
Sure.
otherwise.
They're in the barge right in. Yep, we're good. Good. Thanks, Bam. And
Meow.
that was a great joke if any of you've been listening. You guys doing anything, or are you just heading on?
I'm chatting to my sword.
Yep.
I'm asking him about like the amount of people he used to lead and like how much basically power he had. Just quizzing him on his life story.
It's very modest, but that probably just slightly infuriates you. It's all. I helped defend the north with many people against the 200 years ago. Yeah, it'd be like the Emharis tribe, and we did okay.
Yeah, that is slightly infuriating. But yeah, anyway, just I'll do keep that back and forth, try and just keep conversation with him.
Yeah, he's quite proud of his achievements, and he does speak of them. He definitely was a fan of dishing out justice and bringing in people who needed it. Might also be just how it's relevant to the conversation with you. Do you ask anything about anything else?
I'll ask him about his brother,
I was hoping you'd ask that.
how he ended up the way he did.
Let's make a persuasion check for that one.
Why is your brother a lich? Oh my god, you can't just ask someone why they're a lich.
Can if you're a paladin.
22.
I think you need to stop saying you roll badly all the time.
Yeah, well, it's gotten better, and I just rolled new dice, so. Wait till I actually need it though. Wait till I go to make the hey, stay with me check. Then it'll be nat 1.
He says Renwick was a wizard of renown, and he performed everything needed to become a lich, but he balked at the point where he had to kill someone in order to essentially imbue their soul into the phylactery. However, as he died, the phylactery was imbued with the soul. However, what's his name? I nearly called him Sandor. Is that the right name? Samuel actually fed him the lich potion as he died.
Ah. So he made him the. So yes, you essentially made your brother.
There's this pause and a yes. I granted his wishes. He'd sworn. He'd asked me to swear to.
Interesting. Would you say your brother is a good person at heart?
Does his brother have a heart?
I rolled a 6 on my first check with the dice. Says he was always tough. Sometimes I thought he went too far, but I never thought he was a bad person. I've killed people I've killed monsters who were once people, and I didn't put him in the same category.
That's good to know. Is there anything else I wish to know from this garnage on the roof?
Look, me looking up was not intentional. I was stretching my head, and then you looked up. It's your own fault.
I just fall in dry line. Like, is there anything I want to know? Well, okay, yep, fuck it. What's your opinion of me?
Make a persuasion check.
There it is.
Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe.
I'm not gonna ask why he's.
I like this
sword.
That's a personal question. 23.
And why is your brother a lich? Isn't?
That's about someone else. He hesitates and says, I think we believe in many of the same things, but for very different reasons. I think as long as you temper your desire to dominate and focus on doing good for the people around, which you do almost incidentally, I think we'll get on well.
What if I was to temper my rage and let you sway me a little bit in the direction of your choosing?
He sways you.
I would,
you swing him.
I would listen to your guidance from a place of respect, and should you ever choose, I would bring you back to your brother.
I'm going to make another persuasion check. I'll give you advantage on this, because you've done pretty well so far.
What did I say? What did I say? It's a 5 and a 7. 12.
You'll have to really impress me before you lay me to rest.
Can we just cut out the rest bit?
And he's stuck with you.
Just
Yeah.
put that on
Would
the
have
Facebook
a
channel.
major
You
adventure
have to
when we
impress
come
me. Tell him.
Well, we're going to take you direct to your brother. I'll see what I can do if we come across anything in the meantime.
Very well.
And I'll. Doesn't have a sheath, does he?
Is
No.
he talking to that sword again?
I'm out in the.
No, just kind of
Why?
leaning against.
Is he talking to that sword again?
Yeah, I saw him stroking it before.
That's my penis. I know the length is comparable, but
But the hardness certainly isn't.
I
Really is a short sword, isn't it?
also seconds as a leg.
You got your sword arm and your leg arm. Everything's great.
The font fills you in.
Ah, yes. Good idea. I'll start stepping back.
Alright, you guys start heading off
Yay.
back to the Sacred Stone Monastery. Can someone roll me a d20?
Yes. 12.
Okay. You arrive at the
Nailed
Sacred
it.
Stone Monastery.
God damn it!
The one time you want a random encounter.
Just head down the stairs. You know there's bad guys down there.
Yeah, just go take on all the gargoyles again.
Yeah,
Right, that's it.
Go retrieve my hand.
So you guys...
What hand? There's no hand.
You never had a hand.
You were born like that.
You only have one.
You guys approach the monastery. How do you approach?
I mean, we killed everyone.
Front gate.
Yeah.
Well, actually, kitchen.
What if they have replenished?
It's the only
Surely
door
that
that's
wasn't all of them.
Then we'll.
But
Yes,
we're
that's
here with the
possible.
body of the...
It's the door we traditionally know how to get into, so we'll go through the kitchen.
It's also where all the food is. And majority of the
You're
food.
used to carrying bodies out the kitchen door.
Um,
This is going to be a new experience.
Perhaps we should just don their robes and knock on the door just to check if they are there first.
Be my guest.
There's a bit of a delay and then You see it's a large form of a bugbear leaning down looking through.
Have the rest made it yet?
Some.
Alright, open up.
Make a persuasion check.
Might be able to actually.
Or performance would be, but either way, I
Do
think
we
the
have
charisma's
uniforms
ridiculous.
for everyone?
Yeah.
No, because you guys crumbled.
So
You guys can
performance
just
or
lay in the back of the
persuasion?
cart.
Yeah,
Either.
they're fine.
Yeah, that's a 24.
Yeah, I saw your dart. I wasn't going to matter against the bugbear. Opens the door.
Were we not just going to butcher them as soon as the door opened? Wasn't that not our
No,
standard
we have
plan?
you under a blanket in the back of the cart with the dead body.
It's gonna be a very big blanket.
I said blanket.
They are vicious monsters.
Stand aside, stand
This would-
aside.
I would approve of this, as long as you did not make it linger or take trophies.
I never make it linger. So I just kind of like start to like pull the sword up, get it ready to swing.
I just move through the door.
Alright,
Guy just steps back. As you guys go through.
I'll bring the
Come
cart
on,
in.
bring it in.
Sure, you bring the card in. There's the foyer. The bugbear's like, you can't bring this in here.
Well, you see, we must be bringing in. How long is it? How long do I have to talk to be able to get the whole cart in the doorway?
Well, you're pretty much jamming it in the doorway. It's like two doors that basically make a 10-foot door. Then there's a 20-foot by 20-foot lobby. And there's one 5-foot wide door that the cart won't fit through on the other side.
Alright, I'll jump off the cart and I'll be like, well, then you're gonna have to give me a hand. The stuff in the back is heavy.
Okay.
And I'll move to the back where there's not a bunch of. How many people are in this room with the bugbear?
I don't know. How many have walked in with the bugbear?
I would have
well,
stepped through
I'm-
first.
We're in the car.
Yeah, we're jammed in the doorway.
Just be me inside at the moment.
Whereabouts are you?
Well,
you-
Are you the horse?
yeah, I would have been. Yeah, I'm Emissos because I missed my opportunity to turn into a horse.
Oh, because I was gonna say if you wanted to be the horse, that would be
Or
convenient.
my pet hyena.
No, because if I was the horse, I would have just walked in
My
straight
head.
after your cart and all. Like, just go and bugger it. We're going in.
Alright, so
But
where are you?
How many people are in this room?
There's the two squishy people and a giant squishing person.
Alright. Well, I'm as far away as I can get from everyone now as I walk away just to like.
Yep.
And then I wait for him to pull back the top.
Some stat changes. This is the sword.
Is that?
I just wrote +7 and +5 on my hand because it's the +2.
So I assume you're all asleep?
Sure am.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting until the bugbear steps outside. the
Yeah,
view.
so he steps out to assist.
I just reach into my hand, crush a black rose and whisper, and 30 hit points of sleep damage.
Sleep damage.
Sleepy time junction.
Does anyone have less than 30 hit points?
I would have positioned it behind the bugbear.
Nope.
I don't think anyone has less than 30 hit points
I
anyway.
do.
No.
But I assume I'm away.
Yeah, you're right. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you see the bugbear just like leaning on the side of the cart, tips slightly and collapse on one knee and down on the ground. This huge morning star next to him.
You deal with that one. I just step inside.
Now these two squishy dudes, are they standing next to each other?
You were the squishy dudes.
Oh, so there's no one else in the
So
Yeah,
circle?
just
no,
the
not
bugbear.
anymore.
Alright. Well, I just climbed on the wall then. I was like, oh, he put him to sleep, never mind, just get out.
Can we get out of the cart yet?
Yep.
Yeah. Shall I deal with this?
Yes, take it to the tree line. Tie it up if you can.
Yes. Drag the bugbear out. I'm like, and as I like get to the tree line, turn to the sword. Well, it's unconscious. What'd you say?
It is an evil creature.
As you wish.
Bugbears can't be. Unless the next guy's bite, it can't be anything other than carry evil.
Oh, here it comes.
And
4 out of 3.
begins.
Here it is.
At least
Okay.
it's not unconscious anymore.
What is your total though?
Oh, I miss it. It doesn't do anything.
You hit the tree.
I feel like the sound of you failing terribly as you whang into the ground wakes me
No,
up.
no.
What
that's
did you
when they
actually? What
crit.
was your score?
So all up, that is a 11
You still miss. So you just go for a heavy like body blow. And you just got the angle slightly wrong, a little bit overconfident. Hits like the thick leather like hide armor, and there must be like extra bone, and just slides off. You see, wake up.
Does he hear any laughing from the sword?
No.
How far away is it?
I know.
As he wakes up,
laughs at him.
Are you alright, friend?
I am.
I found you in the woods.
working better.
Parallel perception, please.
Perception or persuasion?
Deception. I was gonna.
Deception.
Oh my god. You were saying it's a 3. Wait, no, so it's a 6.
So he stands up. I assume you didn't take his weapon or shield over with him.
Well, I would have left it, yeah. Underneath.
So he takes up and stands up and takes a swing at you. And hits like just your armor and glasses off.
Alright.
The poor microphone.
13!
This sword can't wait to
The
get
poor
away from
paladin.
you.
That's it, a guided strike. 23! And I fucking smite him!
Well, he hit his
They're
AC.
sneaking in and they're just like lightning bolts and it's just boom!
If it's any consolation, you beat his AC by 9 now. You smite him good.
What in the hell
I'll
is going on over
that.
there?
Well, I can hear someone yelling. You must be trying to hit him.
That's,
He was asleep. This shouldn't be hard.
Roll
This is
add an extra
fine.
D.
Yes, it is.
D8 to your smite.
$36 and
Well, he's dead.
so 41.
He's dead. So yeah, you step forward through. Again, you get that black sort of almost expressive steam go out from your bane smite. There's also a glowing detonation inside off the sword. You cut through. The guy just bugbear dies easily quickly on the ground.
So I'm thinking we don't send 5 to do simple tasks anymore. It's apparently beyond him.
Clean the sword on his
I
throat.
think it's beyond to
walk
hit
off.
anything.
He was asleep. How hard is it to tie up someone sleeping?
He needed to die.
Oh, you're back. Welcome.
I open the door and look in the next corridor.
You open it up and you see the very wide room. There's 2 gargoyles. Actually,
No, not that one. Not that one.
Never that one.
The one to the right?
Okay, yeah.
But the
I
The
know
one that
actually-
goes
no,
back to
sorry.
the kitchen.
So to the
Okay,
left where the bedrooms
there is a
were.
corridor before the big one.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, no. I go the other way because we're going to see the lit.
So past the where
Which was
the
downstairs.
scrolls were in the
Oh, no, it
study.
wasn't.
No, because we want to go
It
to
was
the crypt.
upstairs,
So
just on
yeah,
the far side.
Yeah.
yeah, but we want to go to the crypt. Put the body there.
Yeah. So
Back towards the kitchen.
Past the bedrooms.
Into the dining hall, back in the kitchen, then outside.
Yeah. No, in the
past
ballroom.
Colonel
Hi.
Busted. So you head to the left and around.
No one here.
Not that you've seen so far.
I assume you guys grabbed the body.
Sure.
Just assume that.
Hit a strength.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah. Look at us.
Alright, so you get to like the eatery area. Looks like the bodies have been taken away.
I quickly send my raven through all the way down to the crypt just to look for people.
Doors are closed.
I don't know then. I guess we just keep
Have
going.
you resummoned your raven at the cost of...
Oh yeah. Shit. I have not.
That's
How
why it
well
didn't
is
work.
the
Not because
place
of the
being
doors.
clean?
It looks like the bodies have been taken, that's it.
Okay.
I mean, no, it looks like as part of that process, people like put tables back in the right way, but they're not
Like,
perfectly lined up. The
there's
floor
still
hasn't been
stains on the
mopped. and-
floors and...
yeah.
There's just viscera fucking everywhere.
Right, shall we just go with confidence then?
Yes.
Hopefully there's nothing ahead, but if there is, let's just try to walk past it.
I'll take the
Throw the
take
door open.
upper half.
Keep
you take
walking.
the lower half.
I should have kept this card out when I got it. So you head into the large room where you first talked to one of the priests.
Yep, the altar.
Well, it's not Cyclops.
You could be.
So what is your marching order?
I'm going
Who's
first.
carrying like important things?
I guess they're in the back because they're carrying the body, and we're all in disguises, so we're in front.
Which body are we carrying? The owlbear?
What?
No.
Oh no!
Oh, we
Wait,
have
the brother! The brother is like, why do we have a
We're
body?
just like, we've got an owlbear just like slung between us.
I
Look,
feel like I
I'm
missed
not
something.
well, okay?
So you walk into the room. You see there's a bugbear much larger than the couple you've already seen there. Its Morningstar is actually made out of metal. It's just oversized, vicious weapon. There are two other bugbears next to him. Looks like they've made essentially a crude camp. You see one of them like eating one of the cultists' arm.
Oh, we're just gonna kill them.
Feel free, I'm going to walk past them.
Alright. We just walk down the stairs. Wait. Oh, wait.
We've got the body.
Well, they've sort of looked over and seen you.
Alright.
Um,
What are you guys doing? Get back to work. You need to guard the door.
roll intimidation with disadvantage.
Because you're immediately
Intimidation? I'm great at intimidation. Fuck it, I got one. Alright, I have no shot.
I believe in you, brother.
You said
Can
disadvantage,
you just have
didn't
a not? Can you have advantage instead?
you? Yeah.
No!
14.
Don't ask, you don't get.
14.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have -1.
I am flexing under the robes, and you can almost tell.
You're actually just using precipitation.
Yeah, so you want to succeed with penalty. Well, you've one short, so I'm giving you a chance.
Oh, okay. Get out the front. Whoever's supposed to be guarding it isn't there. You need to go find him.
This big bugbear just stands up to his full height, head almost hitting the roof. Says, "You little masked ones were weak. This is our place now. You can go below, but I better not see you again."
Yep, that sounds fair. Let's go. Thank you, sir. Best of days to you.
So they will stand up and they like pose.
Like, come on, hurry up, bring the body, let's go.
Any
You're wasting
reaction
time.
as we usher in, come in with the body?
They're glaring at you and
Is it a slide or staircase at the moment down below there?
a staircase.
Cool. Straight down we go then.
Yep, so you head down, and this is the area where the Ulrich Hyatt. No, that's,
The Uruk-hai.
that's the wrong thing.
Oh no.
It's not a yuan
Protect
thing.
Middle Earth.
The thing with the eyes.
Umber Hulk.
Umber Hulk, thank you.
I got that golem, but alright.
The Umber Hulk was caged. It's not around. It's dead, I believe. You
Yes,
guys
it
killed
is.
To the door to the right, you guys head through. You guys head through the next. As you enter, you see that there are undead standing ready. They make no move as you enter.
Evening, gents. I'll walk up and touch script.
5. If you want to say goodbye to your friend, now might be the time.
No, yes, we're alright. It'll be fine.
Goodbye, my lover.
Do you want to go knock on his door, perhaps?
Oh no, he knows we're here. I'm
Uh,
touching the crypt.
Yes, but last time we touched the crypt, they automatically attacked us.
Are they automatically attacking us?
No.
Looks like we've got this covered at the moment.
Alright,
I'll just
well,
start stretching my legs a bit.
we've got the body. Who's removing the lid?
Lid's still off.
Okay, cool. And then we'll just...
I've got it, don't worry. Had it before you got down here.
Wasn't there another body in there?
You took it.
Yeah, we took
We
it.
switched.
It's the old
The old
switcheroo.
body, yeah.
Body
So
swap.
you guys place this very well decomposed but still in full armor body of Salama, Kalaroon, Defender of the North. In which point did you see the Lich appear, sort of behind the sarcophagus. You
Three
feel
things.
your heart lighten slightly as the gears leaves you.
Good day, sir.
Ah, yes, you actually did it.
Of course. Anything for a friend.
Oh well. He reaches down and pulls off a gauntlet of the knight. You see there's a ring on one of the fingers. Looks like it has a signet on it. He just reaches down and just snaps the finger off. And he just teleports away.
As he goes to teleport, I'm just gonna be like, your brother.
Why do I care about such things? And he disappears.
Wait.
Well, problem
Damn.
solved. I think.
Oh, we're holding something like that was interesting.
You get like ... buffering kind of as a response from the sword.
Wait for it to buffer. Hit the
No,
side. Hit the side.
I continue to click.
Refresh. Close it and open it again.
Control Alt Delete.
Sword EXE not found.
It's like, Renwick, you... What?
Does this change your opinion slightly?
No.
I mean, it's what you missed for countless minutes. So.
It's,
I missed once and then hit drastically.
I mean,
A bit too drastically.
you have to turn the auto aim all the way up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a bot. Whatever.
he says, yes, I truly thought he would see Steele's brothers. Clearly that is not the case. He just took his phylactery and left.
Well, that's I thought he was doing it for honourable means as well. I apologise.
That was an awful long way to go just to get someone's ring back. Seems
Yes.
rather strange.
You must
Why
find
is
him
fire
though. He
hugging
still
your
has my
sword?
hand.
No, we just gave the Lich dominion over his own afterlife, essentially.
Oh, good. Well, then he should see us quite favourably.
Yes.
Correct?
Well,
We must go find him though. He has my hand.
Yes.
yes.
Can
yes,
we
he
summon
does.
him again? Try touching the crypt brother.
I'm pretty sure.
Knock on the crypt like a door.
I'm sort of stepping back a little bit.
You would know that the alarm spell has been triggered until it's recast.
Yeah. I assumed it was recast.
Not before in those 10 seconds he was here.
Damn it!
You would have seen him cast a spell.
I just called out.
Wait, Lich.
Well, his door's right there if you wish to knock.
All right. I'll walk up and knock on the door.
So you walk upstairs.
Yeah.
You wake up. You go through the garden.
No, I don't. Isn't it next to the garden?
No, we blew the
Have to
wall up
go.
last
Yeah.
time. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
he
thought
fixed it.
where the crypt was, there was an upstairs one to go straight to his room.
Yeah.
That's a good question, actually.
No, I think that was leading further into the caves.
Because he had one going downstairs.
No, there's one door that leads into the cave, and there's another like stairs that lead up to that garden.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, up to the corridors around that area, so the garden. Yeah.
Well, there's only one way.
Actually, no. I was misinterpreting the map, and you are correct, which makes me highly suspicious.
Metagaming.
No, I knew it was
So, but I did show you guys the map before, so.
I'm a Boy Scout.
We can't hit anything.
So yeah, you walk up
Yeah, that-
these stairs,
Show me where you were touched.
and yeah, you walk up, and so you were first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that he is at the bookshelf, closing a book. Doing something.
Hello. Sorry, but we completed the task. Perhaps I can get my hand back now?
I would suggest you leave. You have really, really bored me.
That is an excellent idea. Let's leave. Oh, on the way out, any idea where we can pick up a hand? And then we'll be gone forever. Goodbye. After we've done that, thank you very much, sir. Goodbye. Yes, well, let's just go. You don't need that hand.
Okay, I need
Actually, we have some questions. Well, sorry. We have some questions as I hold up the sword and gesture between it.
Yes, they do. Good luck to them. Goodbye. Let's go.
I'd like to know where the hand is.
Your brother thought you were... you had more compassion towards him.
Ever the hopeless fool.
I believe that answers our question. As I say down to the sword.
I'm currently
So it's
across
like,
the garden.
Yes, I think it might be time to leave. He's certainly more powerful than all of you.
As you wish. And I'll just kind of flick him around and walk downstairs.
But my hand.
You hear like a... It's like something that hasn't happened for a long time. You just hear a slightly dead chuck.
Bit of bone bits across the floor.
Not today, Satan!
Get a few levels. I'll still be waiting for here if you want to go murder him when you're higher level.
Oh yeah, no, 100% me and his brother are gonna come back and kill him.
Question: did you tell us what you encountered down below over the last?
Oh yeah.
So I will speak to the flump
Hmm.
and say, well, you can get to the underground caverns here, but there are dangers. I don't know how you'll go.
Ooh.
I can take you down to the bottom of the stairs, but beyond that, it sounds like it's too dangerous for me.
Yeah. So I might have to risk it.
Well, if he hangs around here long enough, we could be able to escort him down later. We need to come back.
How deep underground do you need to go to feel safe? Because we're underground now.
My people live in the Underdark itself.
I don't think this will cut it. How do you go with gargoyles? They seem to be guarding the exit.
They're deadly beasts.
Well, you all keep saying you're heroes. Shall we try to deal with them? Give them clear passage to get through. We can bottleneck them. We've got the corridor. I've heard you're into vengeance.
Yes. Actually, no. Not really my thing.
Well, shall we anyway? Might impress your new friend.
There are people down there we need to save. But we also have other places to be.
We just need to give my new friend clear passage to get through.
What you saw it look like the bridge you were over. There was like a chasm that led deeper. You couldn't see where it went.
That was like right near the entrance.
Yeah,
wasn't
that
it?
was at the end. That was where
and then I turned left and
that was where the gargoyles jumped you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
If you're not up for it, I do have another idea.
actually, I feel like we could be able to get him to the right place without having to fight anything.
Oh, go on then.
I got basically ambushed trying to sneak further in, where there was a bridge and a great chasm right at the end of the stairs, basically. So if your friend is capable of descending down that, then that should reach a depth comfortable for him.
Well, let's go have a look. See what we see.
It's a lot of steps.
I've been stretching my legs for unrelated purposes. I'll be okay. Let's go then.
That just raises further questions.
So you guys start heading down these.
I stay at the bottom of the stairs, and I'm going to try and contact my hand to bring it back. Because I assume it's in the Lich's lair.
You do not feel a response.
Skidders.
Yeah, I'm
Skidders,
just
where are you?
afraid just sitting, doing it. I want to leave without my hand.
Not without my hand.
Oh, if only you descended 500 feet down these stairs, then you might be within range.
You would assume the Lich has done something to block your magical connections to the hand.
Check Lich.
We'll probably go back up in Oxford again then.
Farewell, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had time to roll some new character stats.
Hello, Fada.
Make sure you let me know before we get to the opening.
Will do.
So you guys start heading down.
Mhm.
You go head back up.
Yep.
So you head back up. You see that the Lich has. Well, you walk up into the Lich's study and he's not there. For starters, there is a room at the back, a door at the back of the room.
I spend a minute trying to find my hand.
Yep, you can't sense it around.
No, like actually searching for it as well.
Smashing its
Alright,
place.
so yeah, there's like bookcases around. There's like a desk.
Yeah.
Are you being stealthy at all?
I'm not being stealthy, but I'm also not like tussling stuff. I'm just looking around. For
Okay,
it.
question. How good is your next character build you've got going on?
I don't know. Well, I'm not going to play a one-handed wizard if I have to roll every time I cast a spell.
That's fair.
Well, you are learning how to.
Make
Do it
animated
without.
dead. Then you can just get an animated dead hand.
Yeah, but then I still have to roll to cast spells.
Not if you get a hand.
Build a simulacrum, and then chop off his left hand, and then just have like 2 left hands. One of them's backwards like a Rakshasa.
So you can actually take your own hand.
That's fantastic.
So you are getting better at being cast one-handed.
Yeah.
In fact, you didn't do your check last night.
Yeah, I'm still going to search for my hand. I need my hand.
Go.
It's gonna be your niche. You're gonna like instruct people on how to cast one-handed.
Oh, he's not.
One hand.
So you're moving around.
He has less
You
than
hear
an
the door
hour to
open,
live.
and the Lich steps out. Yeah, he's gonna straight out kill you.
No.
He points. He starts casting the spell. Points a finger at you. Make a dex save.
Oh, bye.
15.
Might be time to use luck.
Do you have luck?
Yeah, but it's not going to help that much.
If you get a nat 20, it will.
Yeah.
Right.
That or death.
No, it's worse.
Yes, this beam hits you and
God.
turns into powder and casts across the Lich's stone.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw you looking through his stuff,
Yikes.
So you
We're
weren't
going down the path with like, a hand.
You weren't incredibly attached to your brother, right? How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how upset are you going to be when you find out?
Probably like 10, considering I literally sold my soul to save his life.
And he just threw it away for a hand.
I mean, I need my hand.
I'd at least ask for a standing ovation.
sorry, a little bit of reverence to character. So you guys are headed downstairs. Eventually you reach the bottom and you see... Who's got dark vision?
I do.
So you see...
Anyone who doesn't, I'll have light on the sword.
Okay, yeah, you see like this cavern, heads down, there's a stone pathway that comes out and juts in like a sort of a zigzag, leads across to where there's light. You know this is where the gargoyles flew down and jumped you before.
Don't go that way.
Oh, there's only one way to go.
So the chasm, is the chasm like...
The chasm does also go to the, like this cave opening does also go to the right,
Yeah.
but there's no way to get there.
Alright. Is there a way, like, so, but is there like just an open drop in front of us?
Yeah, basically, it's like there's the path in front of you, but there's also an open drop down.
Alright.
You can't see the bottom.
Or just be like, there's a big hole. You could, float down there if you wishes.
Flom sort of nods a bit and says, thank you.
Before you go, maybe just to help you, allow me. I reach out with a hand and touch it and cast invisibility.
So you just hear a bit of as it floats around and changes its gas level. It says, thank you. Floats down.
Good luck.
They have no way of actually detecting him. So he floats down.
Well, I was gonna say, was there a strong possibility just then that was gonna be like, boop, boop, boop. Just like sharks in open water.
Well, I mean, you guys would have got a chance to defend him. So you guys float down.
And he floats safely back home, I assume.
I do.
There's like a big red glow, dragon head comes up, timber.
The cavern
Yeah,
just
you know what?
closes.
So, yeah, you guys are just looking down a zigzag stone, cave to the right, torches further down.
Is that a hand over there?
It's
Don't know what you're talking about.
It's within sensory range. But yeah, what do you do?
Was within sensory range.
Well, I feel like we've completed everything we need to do here. We've returned the Lich's brother. We've freed the Flumph.
I agree. We should return. We have other matters to attend to now.
Yes. We'll collect Molbath on the way through and then I guess on to wherever we are next.
Yes, I believe we have to head to the sky something.
Ah, yes. Go see the knights.
Yes.
So you guys start heading back up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
You reach top of the stairs. You start headed through the bit where there was the Umber Hulk to the bottom. Oh, where do you look for Molbath? I mean,
Where would you have been last time?
I was at the same spot I was when you left.
So like where the crypt was?
No, at the bottom of the stairs was
Okay.
thing.
So I guess we get back to there, and I just assume he's gone back to the cart.
well, you walk to the bottom of the stairs, and you see that there are a pair of elven boots there that have been like carelessly tossed down the stairs, and there's like dust that's like scattered out of them.
Is this the inside where the Umber Hulk was?
No, I thought you meant the stairs in the crypt.
So like at the
Basically at the bottom of the
stairs.
Lich's areas.
Oh, okay.
It's like he disintegrated and just went.
He left his shoes behind.
Why would he leave his shoes?
Can I roll?
But aren't they your shoes?
No, I'm not proficient in it. I can't. Never mind.
No.
It's quite strange. I wonder why he would leave his shoes behind.
Maybe he's in a rush. We best get out of here quickly.
But why would that mean he would not have his shoes on?
Have you met him? He does all sorts of strange things I don't know.
But surely if he were in a rush, he would not be removing his clothes.
Unless he had his shoes off already, then had to run.
But then why were his
He
clothes
doesn't
removed?
strike me as the kind of man to run anywhere without shoes on.
He is
Depends
a
what's
bit
chasing
slow.
you.
I'll pick them up.
Hmm.
Are they like kind of like half full with like dust?
You know what? Yes.
I'll like put my hand in. And just
I don't want you guys going up to find him.
I'll like roll my hand around and like.
Tastes acidic.
8 for insight, so 9. I'm like, rather odd, and then I'll just like pour them out. But while like running my hand
One for
through
me, one is my homies.
it.
Um,
Shooey!
You can roll an Arcana check if you want.
I've got a fairly high wisdom and intelligence. I know exactly what's happened, but I'm just not really.
You're not going to deal with it? Okay, yeah.
You're just not processing, you're like, no.
I'm sure he's gone ahead. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, no. Alright, do you want to hold on to your shoes then?
No, that's quite alright.
I believe these were yours in the first place.
I do not remember this. I just put them in the bag. I put them in the bag.
Toe shoes.
You weren't there for this.
I know, but I'm just. This is better, toe shoes.
Oh yeah, I remember I had these. Truedream was just like, but they never left my bag. He thought.
Salama will tell you this looks like the after effects of a disintegrate spell.
It's like my face just goes from like.
I've seen them used on the battlefield many times.
So all we see is you go,
Yeah, so it's just like.
Oh, go on.
I'm just sitting there going, I think 5 just shit himself.
Little bit!
So you guys all move out to where the cart is still half in the doorway.
Well, shall we be leaving then?
Yes, I'm sure Molbath will catch up, or he's ahead of us.
Of course.
So you guys
so-
start to head off.
Shall we go down to the river? Have a decent sleep before we continue on to where we need to go?
If you need to, that's fine.
Well, alright, sounds good. I could use a peaceful moment before the murder starts again.
Yes.
So you guys start heading down towards the river.
I'll probably be getting on the nerves of the party being like, but like Molbath being like basically told us shut up, and you'd be like, oh thank fuck he's gone, he's quiet for once.
When you like keep talking, Trudy just gonna like put hands over up, just like.
So we're going to take a break a little bit early.
A little bit early.
We will be back after one character roll.
Why do we always die at like 8:20?
It's
I mean, that's on you guys.
This is not bad.
I've
My
never done
Talon
it.
died as well.
I think it was a bit more convenient. It was about 8:40 at that point. So we will see you again soon.
Alright, so what's your next character?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Should have told me where my hand was.
That's not on them.
No, it's on him. He knows where it was.
To be fair, you never actually asked us.
Yeah.
We never suspected it.
Like we were just hiding it. We knew we were going to go down there eventually. We were just going to be like,
Oh look, you
Yeah, but I was like, well, I'm gonna go ask for my hand, and then you left.
we would have waited and be like, oh look, the Lich threw your hand down the well.
It doesn't help me now I'm dead.
I was hoping you were just going to come with us because I knew the moment you went down there you would have been like, oh, my hand. This is in like perfect sensory range.
That doesn't help me.
Yeah, you roll, and I'm impressed you roleplayed yourself into death there.
There was zero metagaming going on with that.
Yeah.
I'm being either a monk or a rogue. I'll come as a rogue and I'll kill you for it.
You could easily
Cool.
be a monk who is a member of that monastery.
God, no. Well, actually, the one I did want was the Bender one.
Can you be the Lich?
Can I be the Lich?
No.
I will be his familiar. Molbath, too.
Oh, hang on, that mic appears to be still on.
Oh.
Like, he said nice things. Welcome back. After
Truedream has also died.
I'm sorry.
I cast invisibility.
Sorry.
I disintegrated her with my swole.
the party is resting down by the river. Emharis, can you make a perception check?
Yes, 22.
Cool. Cough, can you please make a dexterity save?
Monk's proficient. Wow. This is how we start, people.
Never rock.
So I got 8. I assume Monk's proficient in Dex, so I got
Yeah.
10.
We got
10.
cool. So you're just there and you hear like a branch above you crack. You look up and you just get a brother to the face.
Oi, g'day, Emissos. How's it going?
What the hell are you doing here?
I don't know. I sort of felt.
Yes?
Come on, little Barrow. I start slapping your face.
Get off me.
No!
I was going to be walking up to have a very serious conversation with Emharis.
So in that case, if you were watching it, you just saw like a brief like rip in the sky above, like the colour of like a blood red wound, and then he just fell through it, and then it closed, and you heard like a very slight laughter of your patron.
I just kind of go, huh, no. And walk away.
Yeah, I'm in hysteria. Just like, fuck. You just have relatives fall from the fucking sky now.
Usually.
So he does look like another brother, because there's originally 3 of them, and yeah, he's the younger brother, so he's late 30s. I believe. I will not make Jacob describe his character while he's right.
I would.
You will? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in charge.
I know.
You've got your
I was
character.
gonna say you're his brother. You would remember what he looks like.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, Cody, you've heard him give one
He's
one
6'8" with long golden locks,
just like you.
piercing blue eyes,
3 nipples.
Stop talking about Anthony's.
the hind legs of a horse.
It's just the polar opposite of 5. What's his number? 10? -5?
It's 5, but with a
Jacob,
number 5.
what does he actually look like?
He's 5'4". He has a giant bushy ranger beard. No hair, he's bald on top. He has a broken nose and a bunch of chipped teeth. Obviously, he's been in a lot of bar fights. And he just kind of looks angry all the time.
Resting.
But happy angry.
It's like ready for a rumble.
Yeah.
Does that apply for men?
Sure.
Alright, well, can you get off me now?
Oh, come on. Where's Molbath? Come on.
He's gone ahead, or he's following, I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna jump up and call out Molbath.
So yeah, you do like the kip up.
Yep. Wait, who's this kid?
Walking away. Just
That
like
one-
still walking away. I'm
I feel
like,
I'm being punished.
That one is
I'm just gonna
5.
be like, nope.
You know what? Emissos. Cough, cough, Emissos. Talk amongst yourselves.
Cough, cough.
Who's that?
Bless you.
Wow, the brother.
And cough.
Oh, g'day. You look weird.
Oh god.
Thank you.
What are you doing here? Where are
I
we?
thought you're supposed to only have one live brother.
What's this?
We're by the river.
Truedream, help me.
I don't see a room.
You do.
There.
Oh,
Look ahead of you. Use your
Oh, that's
eyes.
what are you doing?
I mean, to be fair, you are still like pissed from like the last bar fight you're in.
I was gonna say,
I
can
was
we
in
like
that
lead him
level.
over and
That's
push him
totally
into the
where I
river?
Actually, that's where you were.
I do not wish to get involved with whatever strangeness happens with this family.
Oh, look, the sun's up. I don't suppose you got a drink? You got a drink?
No,
Right.
actually, yes, I do. I pull out one of those distilled whiskey bottles that we stole.
Ah, I'm gonna start drinking. And I'm gonna sit down.
Oh, it tastes awfully strong.
Just the way I like it.
Welcome to my family, everyone.
Am I gonna be like poking the sky with
Nope.
a stick? Is your mum in there somewhere?
Do you
I
wanna-
just hope you don't pull my grandmother out.
I put the stick down and that can happen. Step back.
See, Cough, like always, you drop and everyone disappears.
Laugh as you say that. Like usually, like.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm a little bit brown stained right back of my pants right about now.
Yeah. So you guys are resting.
I'm no longer resting. I just got up off the couch.
Ow.
We're just sitting like on the other side of the campfire, just like.
Yeah, the three of us just staring at Cough.
Just between like Emharis, Cough, just like.
And me just going,
Right. Well, I guess I'll bite. Cough, where'd you come from?
This guy, I just said that. Jeez. Are you slow or something?
Yes. I'm
Accent
rather slow.
change.
Rather slow.
readjusting to the prime material plane.
Yeah.
Nope.
In the confusion.
Now, do the brothers have any conversation to have, or is it just?
Emharis, where did you come from? Your
I
brother was
don't
born
try
of the
and talk to
sky.
names like this.
Oh,
Wait till he's hungover.
Are we still heading to the Sky Temple after a sleep,
I would still like to, yes.
or shall we try and figure out honestly what the fuck is going on here?
Cough.
Yes.
Very important. There'll be lots of people to punch in the face, but only the ones I say are alright to.
Alright, let's go find people to punch face. Can I punch the big one in the face?
Yeah.
I would not recommend doing so.
I shuffle over to Emharis, slide him a gold coin.
I have... What is an 18? It's plus 4. I have plus 6 to hit. So, 18 hit?
Nope.
Do
It does not.
Do
Just
you
like-
have your shield out?
If I don't have my... Oh, yeah, actually. No, it does. It does just hit, because I wouldn't have my shield out while we're in the camp.
Just bonk him as he jumps at you with his shield.
Alright. I do grapple damage now.
You're a monk.
Yeah.
No, you're still 1d4, are you?
Yeah. I do 4 damage. But I can attack again as a bonus action.
4 plus your dex.
Yep. So I do 7, and then...
And then throw your dice at the ground.
That is
Like an alcoholic.
That's a dexterous moment.
And 5 more, so that's 12. And I can use Flurry of Blows, so I'm a monk. That one misses.
I'd like to use Stone's Endurance, just on principle.
Yep.
That's maximum Stone's Endurance. So I take no damage.
Ah, let's go! She's not very fun. Why'd you get the dull skull if there is?
Oh, she has her uses.
If
I take it back. I now wish to break this one's legs instead.
I'm not going to get in the way of that one.
I mean, at least he's only punching you. It could be worse. He could be saying hurtful things.
He is already more annoying.
Truedream, do us all a favour and just hit him back. It's the fastest way to get this over with.
I raise the finger and I point.
I take out the Warhammer, double-handed.
Before she swings, I cast Entangle at his legs.
Sure. Can you make me a dex save?
Nope.
Both of you.
Oh, me too. Okay.
Oh, well, you're standing next to him.
I don't think you would have thought that
No.
20-foot radius true.
No.
Locked in mortal combat.
That's an 8.
So yeah, you're now both standing because he was close enough to punch. So you're still close enough to hit him with the Warhammer, but you both have like vines just come out of the ground and like wrap up your legs, and you're both stuck in position.
Wait, what's
I
this?
slide
I don't
the
need
gold
legs
coin
to use a
over.
hammer.
My AC is...
Still being calculated.
Emharis, that whiskey. Can you pass that this way? Yes, thank you.
Should be
Can I help?
16.
I will exceed that.
Yeah.
13 plus 5, I exceed it. We got a D10 plus
Don't get to use Stone's Endurance.
No,
That's gonna be 10 damage.
yeah. Alright.
This is a roller coaster.
Conk.
Alright, let's go. Who's using weapons? You wuss. And I can keep punching. I assume eventually you're gonna knock me out.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
no,
just
it's
gonna keep clunking with the
Bonk,
two-handed
bonk,
hammer.
bonk, bonk, bonk.
Every time it comes up, up, down.
It's whack-a-mole. Oh no, he's one of those Bebo dolls.
So eventually your brother is asleep. You are not.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I can't just crush his skull and get Molbath back.
You are not aware that that is a thing.
I'm like halfway through making the character. That would be so annoying.
But you
Until
just
they
got
come
your
on
old
my
sheep.
You're sitting there, you go boom into the ground, the sky opens and Molbath.
What would Truedream do?
It would be too easy.
He's also one
You
up.
can roll a wisdom save or some sort of check it to decide.
Once he's unconscious,
Yeah.
then I'm just going to break his legs like I was going to Molbath and then leave it at that.
Sure. Crunch, crunch. Can you please make a death save?
And then I'm going to go to bed.
Does the sword have anything to say about this?
Yes,
No, a
get
Lord
it.
only seems to be paying attention when you're interacting with it. Cough, can you please make a death save?
Should I?
Oh, so you should have let me die, Robert. I
Maybe.
pass.
Okay.
Oh no, you two are still entangled. Like,
Still
you're
got-
staying there. There is no going to bed.
You've still got more to make.
I will go to bed standing up. Thank you very much.
Lean against your warhammer.
Oh yeah, I turn to the sword. Should I do something about this?
Sword says, I think he might be bleeding internally.
That's a yes, isn't it?
He did assault her. I'm not that fussed either way.
It's not exactly cause for murder.
Right, I'm gonna pause making this character if I'm actually about to just die.
There are many places where it is against the law to assault a member of the clergy, and the penalty is death.
That's
Those are places that I prefer not to visit. They're not good places, but
Cleric.
That's probably one of your places considering you're Bane.
Emharis,
Yes.
do you want me to save his life?
Yes.
another death save, please.
Alright, and I'll walk up.
I'll release the entangle.
I'll throw in 23, or actually 24 hit points into him. Like,
Oh,
two
fair.
hands on his legs and just like,
Yeah, you wake up as your bones knit back together in your legs. You're like, ah! There's that guy looking at you.
just like, yeah.
Oi, get what you do.
Fix your legs.
Just as he comes to, you're like, oh Jesus Christ, grab him, smash it.
What pants are you wearing?
Huh?
What kind of pants are you wearing? Like, are they like monk clothes? Or are they like actual like?
I
Common
assume the
pants or-
actual like just peasant pants.
Cool. One of them is like torn across your shin with a bone like fractured out of it.
Someone put a hole in my pants.
Yes, that was your leg.
And there's blood all over it.
That
Now,
was also your leg.
good night out then.
Got legless.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Out of your system then.
No.
Sorry. Got legless. Thank you.
I heard you, I just didn't approve.
I did.
Oh, natural one on that, damn it.
10d10 psychic damage.
Alright, so you guys sleep the rest of the night. Morning comes.
Well, let's take the card. It's now corpse-free. Currently corpse-free.
That just.
It's like a flick over the vacancy sign. Currently corpse-free.
Bring out your dead.
That just means more space.
Sky Temple. I can't remember the name of it. I
Feather
forgot to
Glasses.
write it down in my notes.
It's the Featherscale Society. You don't actually know it's the Air Temple.
I believe.
I think we got a keep name. No, wait, no, that was the
It's,
that was the tier place.
Let's go to the Feathergale Society.
I was about
That's
to
the
say
one.
that. We had an invitation from the Feathergale Society.
Yes,
It is
and
wise we take them up on the offer.
we've also found out that they're holding some of the dignitaries that we are required to save. So brutal murder is probably implied.
Hopefully they respect us enough from the bridge that we can do so without too much violence.
If not,
against
this one will have us covered.
In your head you hear, I think you mean the swift execution of justice.
Are they not the same thing?
What?
They're very different.
Oh,
it is the
sorry.
intent that matters.
Brutal murder with purpose.
No, it's murder if it's not justified.
Are you?
Oh well.
If they've broken the law and are guilty
I
of
don't
crimes
know
that
if
require their execution by lawful members of society,
Swift
then it is
ex-
justified.
Who's he
Swift
talking to again?
execution of justice. I like that. Yeah.
5. You realise when you're talking to your sword, it makes you look crazy.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm perfectly aware. But
Good, just making sure.
did I not explain that the Lich's brother is?
Oh yes, I know all about it, but
Oh.
just to let you know, if you're doing that in front of people that don't know, you look rather
yes.
crazy.
Family.
I just imagine you sitting there with a golden two-handed sword going, swift execution of justice, swift execution of justice, swift execution of justice. Yes, that sounds better.
Cutting myself.
So you guys start traveling. Please, someone please roll me a d20.
While they're doing this, I'm going to leave marks to the ground so that
16.
Molbath can follow us.
Sure. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, no one's told me. So I'm just going to keep...
Really, the only people that actually know are us.
Yeah.
I'm making a solid assumption to try and make him shut up.
And
but
just
I'm
don't
fairly
care.
Sure he is not coming back.
So you guys are traveling through the hills. You travel for about 2 hours, 3 hours. You eventually have to head to the plains for a while.
Wherever we go, I can just keep leaving markers.
As you are putting one marker in the ground,
Yes.
Like
you feel the ground is vibrating
I was like-
slightly.
sense.
Okay.
Chipjacks. That's what I want.
And that is the plot clue.
Wait, what? They were talking over you.
Alright.
They were, yes.
So,
The
whilst
ground is
Sorry.
shaking slightly as he plants a marker.
Yeah, so as I put the mark on the ground is shaking, and I'm just going to call Emissos over. And, you think this is Molbath?
Did you just call yourself over? That was rather
Sorry,
strange.
Emharis.
Not that I get them confused.
Come on, you got family issues. He talks to himself.
She's bald.
The worst of us all.
I assume anyway. I've never actually asked if your character has hair or not.
She doesn't.
Okay, yep.
I don't think it's Molbath.
Oh, okay. I ignore it and then keep drawing the marker.
So as you're doing that,
That's my more important
I'm looking around for any telltale signs of an earthquake, large mountains, and things
cool.
like that.
Can make a perception check then.
9.
Looking off in the distance, there doesn't seem to be any mountains shaking and trees swaying extra amounts, or even you do see some of the local wildlife sort of fly off. That's it.
Hmm.
The ground, yeah, is definitely feeling a vibration. I feel.
Can you all feel that?
Make a perception check, please.
14.
Yeah, not enough.
19.
The
You're unconscious in the back of the car. Yeah, I feel it.
Yep.
12.
18.
Shiatsu.
So you two sense that there is some local disturbance of the earth that is approaching where he's marking.
Approaching where he's marking.
Yeah, like from unlike those two sense like under the earth.
I believe
make a
there's-
nature check.
Okay. That's a bold assumption for a +0. That's a 9.
9.
Doesn't say natural.
Yeah, so you two sense that.
It feels like something is underground. I don't know what.
Oh, well, worth a shot, I guess. And we'll just like plant the sword in the ground and be like, any ideas what this is?
What's down there?
Hey, look at this!
What do your sword eyes see?
Because I can feel 3 different things tunneling from the northwest. I cannot work out what they are.
Directly towards us.
It seems to be, yes. Yes. He didn't roll that well on his perception. He's a sword after all.
I'll just,
What?
Pull it out like, we've got something coming for us. Digging towards our position.
Then let's get out of here fast.
2 bugbears.
Across the river.
Maybe. We can't get across here though.
I get to the water and be like,
Well, you guys have been travelling for a while. So you guys are deeper inland.
oh, okay. Fuck.
That's just a creek. It will take us a while to get back to the river.
Fall into it and be like, ah, I can't swim!
I say thank you.
Stand
Step
up.
over the toilet.
It's like the bit with the Black Knight and Monty Python. It's like, so you guys start heading back to the cart. The rumbling is increasing. You all can feel it now.
Turn into a horse, jump in the front and pull us faster.
I can't. Oh, him, yes, do it.
Okay.
My angle is perfect!
One thing to note, the cart direction you'd go in is the direction it's coming from. That's the direction the cart's pointing. If you want to turn the cart around really quickly, someone's going to have to make an animal handling check.
Can't we put
Unless
it
you
in
happen to be an
reverse?
animal.
Well,
Yes.
Can't we put it in reverse gear? Isn't that how horses work?
You
I
just
like
pull the
snails.
lever on the right-hand side of the cart.
Horses can only go
Handbrake,
backwards,
you
fast.
Too light, they
We
stop
gotta keep turning
moving.
this horse!
Well, why don't we just continue the way we were going towards the Feather Gale Society, but be prepared for a fight? I'm sure.
Like, really prepared. You can all feel it, and it's not that big. It must be pretty close.
I have an idea. I got to the horse and slap it on the arse and get the cart to run off ahead of us.
Yep.
We can catch up. Give it a minute.
If it's not dead. Oh wait, we have a spare horse. Never mind. Continue.
I'm looking for the spare horse.
So, you have 2 horses, plus him, currently.
Yeah, we have a net 3 horses.
Yeah, the one person that can turn into the horse is riding the individual horse.
You
Horse
send
on horse
the
action.
horses further along the path. You see about 20 feet away, these 2 creatures burst out of the earth. They look like large insects, very long forelimbs, covered in rock as it sort of moves off, sort of flows off them or sloughs off them. Acid dripping from their face, disturbing the ground around them. One of them just turns and looks at the horses and spits. This was your decision. Can you make 2 dex saves for the
Oh, wow.
horses?
Hey,
I
do
like
it better than us. 18 for one, and 12 for the other, plus whatever they've got. So 14 and 20, I think that makes it for horses. Or 15 and 21 is plus 3.
Draft horses, aren't they?
How many hit points do they have?
Oh, a lot.
Like 12?
Depends on
I
what
think it's like
type of horse they are.
186.
It's double digits, isn't it?
I
think
reckon it is.
Yeah, I thought
They're
it was
fairly
around
sturdy.
50 mark.
So, it's not 50 for a horse.
They're good horses.
You mean the horses are hardier
Maybe
than
for
we are?
small
Well, they are.
sales.
Like, they're horses.
Oh, who's the draft?
We ride them.
There it is, bottom. 19 AC.
If you can,
19
if you
hit
can run at
points.
50
10
feet,
AC.
it's like
Oh,
You
no.
can ride a
Dex is
Goliath
flat,
too.
so it'd be
doesn't
18 and
mean
12.
They're not hardier.
And it was... how many
guess
hit
what I'm
points?
doing.
19.
Cool. So one of them, these 2 like beams of acid get spat out at the horses. One of them dodges to the side and gets hit across its haunch, deeply burns. The other one doesn't move in time, gets caught in the reins, and 2 hits, bursts of acid hit it for 20 hit points because they're 10 each. And you see it just flesh starts sizzling as it collapses to the ground. It drags the other one down with it, but the cart sort of gets pulled across it. And you see these 2 turn around and face you. Third one appears closer to you guys, about 50 feet away. Initiative, please.
Can I cast healing on the horses?
You have to get to them first.
God damn it!
I assume I'm awake by this point.
Where were you?
I was napping in the back of the car.
Yes, you are.
Hello to our new follower.
20.
Nothing like the murder of animals get people followed. I think every time animals have died, someone's followed. So, initiative 25 or above. Sorry, 20 or above.
Nah,
Yeah, I've got 27.
Well, I got a natural 20 minus 2, so it's 18.
I got a 20. I mean, I got a 21.
Oh god. Oh, my brain almost just went 21. I was like, oh, why?
So 15 to 20.
Yeah, 15.
You two?
9.
14. I like my aluminium dice. They are genuinely very fair.
I've been trying to get I've been looking for a really nice hematite one recently. Because I love it, it's so nice.
Alrighty. So, Koff, you wake up as the cart just hits the ground. You see that there are these 2 creatures about 30 feet away that have just spat acid across the horses. One of them is in serious pain. The other one doesn't seem to really be complaining much at all.
Right, I'm gonna jump up and sprint over there and pull out my 2 hand axes and attack it.
Sure.
Laughing maniacally.
Yeah.
So you lose movement as you stand up.
I have 40 feet, so.
Yeah, you'll have to use your bonus action to dash, but yeah.
Alright, I'll get within 10 feet and I'll throw the hand axes.
Fair enough.
Then I can't. Nah, yeah, well.
I suspect you have more than 2 hand
I
axes.
cracked my back and it didn't work.
I was gonna say it feels
Okay.
dangerous in your condition.
Well, one of them was a critical, and one of them was a 12.
Sure. The critical crits, the other one misses.
Yeah.
First one's a distracting strike.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the crit. Distraction to death.
So I do 9 damage.
So the axe sinks in. Then yeah, you under your clothes you just have more weapons. The Yankees. The one you hit, you see starts moving around a bit and spits at you. Can you make a dex save? Cough.
7. I mean, 9.
You take 12 acid damage.
Alright.
As it goes to you, then it goes past you and
He
hits
can't.
the cart.
What is it?
It's a
The
line.
weapon statue one? You can't do that with the non-actual projectiles.
What?
Deflect missiles.
Oh no,
No, yeah.
It's a dex save. There's a line. Second one moves over and tries to give you a bite. Critically misses. The one closest to you guys moves 20 feet forward. Who would be in the front of you guys? 4. Make a dex save, please.
Yeah!
I'll just assume.
Oh, 14.
Um,
Not enough.
no, it is.
Oh.
You take half damage, so you take 6 damage. Half down to 6. You dodge out of the way of this acid and splashes across
Fighting
your armor.
doesn't work for unarmed strikes, does it?
Which one?
It's a weapon fighting.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it is now 5's turn.
After being spat at the 30 feet away, just move straight up to the one that spat at me.
Yeah.
And just go take a swing at him.
Cleric, guide you.
Natural 19.
That'll hit.
Red Bane.
I don't know if you're allowed to anymore with that sword.
We smite with Bone's Fury before and with Bane's Guided Strike, and it worked.
That one. Sweet. So 9, 14 points of damage.
Yeah, palpable blow cut into it. Yeah, you see one of its like big pincers at the front get cleaved in twain.
Ooh.
Nice. That's gonna be lunch.
Spicy.
And dinner.
Emharis.
So the two that popped up are within 10 foot of each other.
Yes.
And what are they made of?
They look like they're made out of flesh.
So they're not stone?
Tasty.
No.
Okay. So can they both make con saving throws?
They can. One can do it successfully and one can't.
So the one that fails takes 19 points of damage as I cast Shadow right in between them. The other one takes half of that
Yep.
as a loud sound shadows and echoes across the plane.
Yes, that was 19 damage.
19 and then 8. Oh, sorry, 7.
9.
No, 19 and 9.
Yeah, so the one coffer's axe is a bit slower to react, and its carapace is partially broken already. You see the shadow just tears it right open, still moving around, but this nice, fleshy, vulnerable part. The other one, you see the carapace get a number of cracks across it, just roars in pain.
Meow.
Truedream.
Cool. I'm gonna head up to whap it.
What are you doing
Can
to the
I
web?
reach it in
Whap the web.
my speed of
can,
30?
yes.
Wonderful. And I'm gonna hit it with one hand and my shield out. That is a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright. D8.
Welcome.
You did that quickly.
That
but you
is
almost
10 damage.
So yeah, you run up. As 5 is hit it and it moves to the side with the force of his blow, and you swing the other side and hit it back the other way. It's bigger than you, which is probably the only reason why it's still up. Another hit like that and you suspect it's going to struggle. Emharis. Sorry,
Yeah.
Emissos. I can't even read my handwriting.
Okay.
Step back, boy. I'll finish this.
Alright, we're going to try something new. I'm going to take off at a rampaging run. Doing so, I'm going to turn into the cock and rice, or the cocket rice.
Cockatrice.
Cockatrice. I like cock and rice.
You turn into a cock and rice.
Cock and rice.
It's a delicacy in some countries.
Aphrodisiac.
So
And
you guys watch as he starts starts walking and starts running forward, and his skin starts shifting to scales, feathers appearing around his face, his beak appears.
lizard chicken.
You see his 2 wings peer out of his back, and that's it. He's still running as a person.
Okay.
You feel you'd have to dump another wild shape into this form to finish the complete shape change.
Okay. Cool.
Do you?
Headbutt him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to, clearly.
Just headbutt them with your beak.
So his monstrosity form takes a few more steps, looks at his body,
You're back!
then concentrates more, and you watch it as he changes into this sleek form of flying creature.
Yeah, but can't fly.
Wait again.
Make him
Yes, right. You haven't worked out how to yet. Yeah.
Well, that'll be 2 actions, I assume.
Like a goose running with its wings out, just like, ah!
It'll be that'll.
I think it's his bonus and his action if he's
Yeah.
above the land.
Well, he's
Oh,
a druid. No, he's not. He's moon druid.
Move, yeah.
Normally it'll be your action, but I'll let it be your bonus because of the first time.
Oh, okay.
It's your action and 2 wild shape to turn into a monstrosity.
Yeah.
But you have your action still free.
Okay, cool. And then the closest one, I'm basically going to jump up, get in its face, flap around a bit, try to peck an eye out,
Roll.
not knowing what I can do.
All I can picture is
You
like,
don't
You
know.
9
All I can
plus,
picture is, like,
I'm
Nimble
assuming
or Tonks.
strength.
just like running.
Should have the stats for the attack at the bottom.
Three.
Oh, plus 3. Okay, so 12.
That would miss.
Oh,
Would.
Yeah.
But.
No, it does as well. So you guys are fighting this thing, and you see this giant bird
Chicken
use a
thing.
chicken going. This.
We both freak out like, ah!
Cough.
Alright, so they're both still up.
Yeah, the one in front of you is looking pretty hurt. Not like one hit hurt, but like pretty close.
Alright. I will. How close are they? They're both 10 feet away.
One is 10 feet away, one is up in your grill.
Alright.
The more hurt one's 10 feet away.
I will shoot one attack at one in front of me and two at the one in front of me, one at behind, and I'll spend 2 key points one to do flurry of blows and the other one to do fangs of the fire snake. And I'll punch out flames up to 10 feet.
Okay. How does that look like when you just start punching fire?
Exactly what you think.
Exactly like the fire bend in Avatar.
Wait, the movie or the...
What movie? There's no movie.
Don't unfold us. Don't unfold us.
I can't believe the blue people can throw fire out of
Yeah, I
it.
know, right? And well, there's the mech suits, they burn down the tree.
Ah, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
my favourite anime adaptation ever was Dragon Ball Evolution.
Get out.
Anyway.
I agree.
Alright, I'll shoot the one far away first.
Yeah.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And I'll spend the 3rd key point to do an additional d10.
I feel like I am being punished.
Yeah, you are. On so many levels.
I do 11 fire damage to the cockatrice. Fine, not whatever.
The yam cake.
Does it die?
Yes.
Sweet.
Technically gets to 0 hit points, but I'll say, yeah, you just punch forward with your fist, and the fire just lashes out, goes into that gap you made with your axe, or with the shadow, just detonates inside.
Excellent. I'll start cackling madly and punch the
How's
other
it
one
sound?
fire twice.
Thank you.
No.
It sounds exactly like that.
Now mentally he's dressed like a clown.
No, yes.
Or just naked.
14.
That hits.
Sweet. And the other one's higher. So, goddamn, d4s. So 8 fire damage and 6 fire damage.
Sorry, the laugh's got me. So yeah, you watch this. His brother just does more in combat than Molbath ever did.
Ouch. I take offense to that.
Quite true, you're dead.
At least I hit stuff.
Fair but accurate.
My nat 20 for initiative hurts.
Man, I didn't get a nat 20 and I got higher than you.
Same with the kicks.
Bring it to the decks.
So the one in front of you tries to bite you and succeeds.
My AC is 18.
I rolled an 18.
Alright.
For 7 damage. Sorry, 10. Let me do my math correctly. 10 damage. And 1 acid damage. Can you make.
I'm immune to acid. Not yet.
Not yet. That's point. Oh no. Please. You also grapple. This thing just grabs around you and starts wrapping itself around you. The other one in front of you guys. You do the most damage. Attacks you. He's gonna. 18.
Does he have disadvantage because he's got a cock and rice in its face?
He likes that.
What'd you call me?
So you take.
Which one's a cock? Which one's a rice?
You take 8 biting damage and 2 acid damage. Similarly, it bites down, grapples, and starts twisting around your body.
Oh, this is going to go funnily wrong next turn.
Speak up. 5.
What?
Do the thing.
Actually, I hit it.
You try to hit it.
What was that?
Try to hit it.
I failed to hit it with my natural 2.
It's a new day. You could channel your +10 and still miss it with your 12.
Oh, he gets his attack bonus on top of that.
Oh, you might be
So
able to
he
hit
does
it.
a lot of combat?
Now you
Now you got it.
I'll go. I'll channel divinity it, and then I'll hit it again. And
It's
I'm
all your
gonna
smites.
smite it. Just because fuck this guy. Actually, no, I won't smite it because it's almost. No, I am going
Just
to.
This
do
with
it.
this sword, you get an extra d8 smiting.
Well then.
Smite the shit out of it. I guess reroll that.
Let me just check if this matters.
Not even a little. If you roll all ones, I think it's still kills.
No, I can see him like
20,
swinging
29
against the
points
rat,
damage.
missing, and then he's like, fuck it, divinity smite, and this rat just poof.
Yeah, it explodes basically. So it, so you guys see it bite him and start wrapping around. The sword just comes up and then shoves down through a plate and then just.
And then pull it up, ready for the next one.
Yeah, it's about 30 feet away.
Yeah, that's right. It has to move to me.
Emharis
16 to hit.
will hit.
10 points of damage as I use Eldritch Blast. Strange butterflies flying across the air.
Yeah. So cough. Strangely enough, your brother just reaches his hands up and all these butterflies fly out and just in a way you hit to the ankeg, cut into where all the wounds are, makes them bigger already, cuts into the burn parts, then they just dissipate around.
Ah, I see you're still a charlatan.
Everyone stop firing at that one.
Oh no, this is gonna go horribly wrong.
Truedream.
How do you even catch that many butterflies?
Don't just leave them in jars.
What do you think he does while we're all sleeping?
8 hours of butterfly catching while they're asleep.
I would like to hit it.
Certainly. You run forward.
I am not. My dice does not allow me to hit it,
You would like to hit it.
and I cannot.
When you say it, which one were you aiming for?
No,
Yes.
she's aiming for the clown that's just still left of it.
Uh,
Hi, Georgie!
the joke is to the right. Emissos.
For reference, I had a total of 9.
Bill's gonna kill you.
I'm going to. No, I'm not. Miss
Problem
drastically on a 10.
Yeah, you're still getting used to this very weird form.
Yeah.
Unlike the other animals, you've turned into.
It's just wrong and weird. And
Yeah, it's-
like trying to write left-handed.
Yeah.
Hey,
think
what
you
you say about me? I'm left-handed.
Well, we're implying a devil's ball.
Well,
We didn't
we'll
say
try and
it.
write right-handed.
We're just saying it's a bit sinister. Cough.
Yes.
No, he was just saying, bit sinister, cough,
Yeah.
cough.
I start punching to get do some more. 14 hits.
Yes.
5 and 6 bludgeoning. 7 and 6 bludgeoning damage.
Are your hands still on fire?
No. It
No,
ran out
I
after I turn.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you just punched like where the shards, like the broken, the cracked sections of the carapace are, and you just see them and you punch one in. You see that it cracks further and digs in deep. Then you move around to the other side, do it to there. You watch this, like it's almost acidic blood just starts pouring out of it. Starts going into death, thrashes around you, and then collapses to the ground.
No, it's not over time for me.
And then all is quiet.
And I jump back into the car and take a nap.
You jump into the cart, it's on its side, and you go.
I'm just
I start
lying
sleeping on the
lying
ground.
side.
Yeah.
Anybody hurt?
Yeah,
How severely?
I'm covered in blood. Mostly my own.
I'll walk over and just kind of like.
Walk it off.
What
Walk
if
it
it's
off.
acid damage, though? You know.
I'll kind of just like smack him in the face a couple of times and give him 15 hit points back. And then I give 5 to myself.
As your name would imply.
Yes. No, I'm not a high 5.
So,
I'm going to stay away from drugs.
yeah, one of the horses is still kicking under the cart. Looks like it's doing itself more damage.
I would like to heal the horses.
You go over, one is clearly dead. The other one, I can just say what happened. You do it.
My horse!
The other one
We can't even eat it. It's acidic.
is it's kicking around. One of its legs is broken. It's going to need magical healing. The cart is still like putting weight on it as of the rains. and
Okay,
stuff.
I'm going to hold the reins of the horse so that it's not going to take off. Disconnect the reins so it's going to be free of the cart, and then I'm going to heal it so it doesn't bolt.
Sure.
The cat bolt's got no legs.
It's got 3. So yeah,
4, just not working.
there'll be enough to make it okay.
5.
Just a little one. And then so its leg, you hear it back into position similar to 5 did with cough. And then you know horses do that really ungainly stand up thing? It does that.
Can we see that again? I missed it.
We do this, the VOD will be on YouTube.
That is going to be clipped everywhere.
And the horse is up. It still looks incredibly spooked. Can you make an animal handling check?
Oh boy, okay. Oh, I have a +3 for it. This shouldn't go awfully badly. Never mind. That's fine.
I couldn't help, but I'm running around as a chicken lizard,
That's
basically
5 in
screaming at
total.
trees.
I am holding onto the reins.
Can you make a strength save?
Yep. Let's see if I can. 5.
You take 7 hit points of damage and are knocked to the ground as one of its hooves just clutches you dead in the center of your chest.
Cool.
It kicks you down, and then as you release, it just starts running around.
You just got John
Okay.
freed.
I'm going to have to revert back from chicken lizard, as much fun as it is screaming at trees
Have to
and
give it a shot.
making
anyway.
a cock and rights of
No, I don't
myself.
take damage.
And go
Don't
catch
take
the horse and calm it down.
Yeah,
You said it has 3 legs.
not anymore. She healed it.
What?
One,
Sorry, what?
one was broken.
Oh, okay, it was
Yeah.
broken. I thought like the acid like dripped it
No,
off.
no.
In which case, my displacer beast was about to have a fucking feast.
I don't you think it's because he was super.
It can eat
You
the
could have included
acidic
him in
one.
initiative.
No, that's fine.
It can eat the acidic one.
He just cleans up after the battle.
Yeah, he's already one of the anchors.
Yeah. I'll basically take the other horse and just like head, just like, and then just toss it to him.
Can't believe you're a mafioso. Upset.
It's like, here you go, so you roll an unharmed check.
It's one of my favourite scenes in cinema history.
8, 14.
It takes you about half an hour, but eventually it calms down and entice it back with food. Also, like, the other horse, dead horse, isn't really around anymore, so...
Yeah.
Who's got the tomato sauce?
The displacement beast.
So,
It's time to hit the fork and toad.
question for everyone. What in the hells was that? Where did they come from? Why were they attacking us?
Where did they
I would
go?
assume hell.
Oh, no, yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm not very well versed in beasts, but they'd moved through the earth. Maybe it had something to do with the earth god.
Assassins
Yes.
sent for us?
But it
How do
did
they
come
know
from
who we are or where we are?
That's true. It didn't
We do
come-
know it came from the northeast, the
Northwest.
northwest. Sorry, the air.
It could also have just been a random coincidence.
No, it was coming for us.
It could have been looking for anything on the road. It could
In
also
the
have
direction
been,
we were travelling.
it could also have been drawn to the symbols that you were drawing on the ground.
No, they're not symbols. They're from Molbath.
Yes, but it could have been drawn by the trail.
Where are you drawing? Just arrows or?
Emissos was here.
Yeah, Emissos was here. Big arrow.
If you want to roll a nature, or maybe insight even. Insight a disadvantage or nature. I'll give you a choice.
Take the nature. That's a 5.
I'll try insight. Fuck it.
Now, I took proficiency in a musical instrument. Can I have that musical instrument?
Yeah,
Sweet.
you have your equipment.
I would say the
exactly what you
bagpipes.
have. Of course you do.
I was really hoping you were going to go like a pan flute.
15
It's
on
just made out of
nature.
random pieces of wood, so there's no organisation to it whatsoever.
With
No.
the
It's
guys, with a better look, you recognise these as ankhets, and so they do often sometimes attack people travelling on the road. Normally not this big a group. You suspect 15 off nature. Yeah, you suspect they've probably been riled up, and then attracted to the sound of the cart more than anything else.
Well, something got them upset. Maybe we should investigate in the direction they were coming from.
Well, we're heading in the direction they came from.
You can see the tunnels, but yeah.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, is the tunnel like?
Oh, they are like they did pop out of tunnels.
Oh, okay. And they were coming from the direction we were heading anyway. So,
Vaguely.
well, if we come across anything along the road, we'll investigate it. Otherwise, I don't particularly want to go beating around the bush.
Hey, Cough.
Yeah.
You're pretty quick. Quickest I've ever seen. How fast do you think you can run up to the other end of that tunnel there?
Let's find out. I just like it.
It takes about one round.
Yeah.
And then it's at that point, just the loose earth is caved in too much.
There's something down here.
Why'd you bother checking then?
I take
Let's
it
go.
out.
As soon as he says there's nothing down here, draw another symbol on
Can
the ground and just walk off.
you do an acrobatics check? Sorry, an athletics check for me, please.
You can fail one of those. Yep.
Yeah, you can.
So you start scrabbling out of this hole, and the earth is just falling down.
I just give up.
Yeah.
and,
Slide on the ground and die.
and get Molbath back.
I'll hold the sword out, hilt down, and use the basically heavy armor to hold the blade.
I grab into the shaft.
With both hands.
As you wish, and I was just hanging on.
Roll a strength check. Or I should be. Yeah, you do that.
No.
I'll start clapping in the hole.
You're halfway up!
You are holding a magical sword. He is holding his hands.
And yeah, you've just dropped the magical sword.
Does this happen to be a short sword?
No, it's a great
Alright.
sword.
It's
I stab it into the ground and climb out.
natural 1. Do I fall in?
You know what? Yes.
Yep.
Into the
I
other
use
one.
him to climb out there.
Do you stumble backwards and fall into the other one? Backwards?
Yeah, can you roll an athletics check? You give advantage if
Can I
you...
use an acrobatics to climb off him?
How would acrobatics help him in this situation?
Because he's going to backflip
Legolas
out of the
style, he
hole.
just flips up.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm like 5 foot.
using him, he's like him as he's standing
He's
back
a
up.
giant.
You can jump up him and up.
No, you can't.
Oh, I can't. I got 9.
No, what I was going to say, as the acrobatics, he takes
Can I
the great
help him?
sword,
As he
pushes
starts
on.
to climb, I'm going to push him
Fastball
up.
special.
Yeah,
Fastball special.
Advantage.
advantage.
Fail.
Oh, I'd say that was on an angle.
You grab some more.
You would you?
It was.
14.
I thought the angle was flat. 0 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, you essentially get thrown out.
Fastball special.
Woo.
Are we at the top just to push him back in as he
More like
gets...
screwball, I think.
Catch, you're it.
Batter up.
Yeah, so athletics if you want to try to get out.
Looking around, plotting.
Truedream just kind of like looks over the
I'll
edge.
try and like, just like,
Truedream's
dig my hand in.
just also gonna like plop a hand down.
Yeah, you have a distance if you want it.
This Truedream is like blocking the exit so he can't get there.
That's a 15.
Yeah, that's enough. So yeah, you get by the way and Truedream helps you up the rest. Eventually get out of this hole.
You did bring the sword.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Climbing into that
never
hole
leaves
was a
my
bad
hands.
idea.
Yeah, it was.
The only time it leaves my hand is to
Clearly,
sit
you're right.
there. Shall we continue on then?
You don't want to try again? See what's down there?
Okay, it was caved
Let's
in.
go.
So travelling further.
How much further?
A while, a few hours.
Can we have some travelling music?
We've made it.
I don't know. Cough?
Nope. Yeah, oh yeah, I pull out my bagpipes.
Of course you
Go
have.
on.
They're all bent pipes as well, so it sounds even worse.
It actually sounds good. Somehow put in
Son,
You're on the
ago,
D20.
I was torturing
I'm
a
just
cat.
waiting to hear somebody's bagpipe impression.
What do you use for performance? Charisma?
No, this is just an encounter
11.
check.
Alright, 11.
No, you don't have even a random encounter, although
Again.
while you're bagpiping, the encounter range is increased.
Excellent.
I thought it would just scare him off, to be honest.
So you eventually see that this plane you're on that's sort of leading up into these foothills, as people can see in the picture behind me.
What?
But you, the people at home,
Oh.
and it just drops off a cliff into a valley. However, there is a very large spire in front of you. Is from what you can see, it is. I'm sure there's a technical term for it.
Large spider.
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Large spire. The Feathergale Spire rises from a pillar of rock high into the air, the tallest point for miles, built from white limestone and embellished in marble. The spire resembles a gleaming sword that pierces the sky, similar to yours. The gatehouse faces the opposite cliff, as in where you're approaching. Its drawbridge the only apparent point of entry. Two wide windows encompass the bottom level of the tower, absent only on the gatehouse side. A circle of open stalls rings the tower's foundation where it meets the rock. Above each stall, the sculpture of a hippogriff in flight leaps from the tower's base. Beneath the Feathergale Spire to the east, a wide, gusty canyon yawns through the hills.
That was impressive, all from your memory too.
I need to join your campaign just to mess with you.
Yeah,
But you are approaching this drawbridge.
Well, that seems about right. Well, I haven't engaged with these people before, so I doubt I should be taking the lead.
Oh, I'll go.
I will go as well.
Do we see the
In
hippogriff?
loss.
I'm walking across the drawbridge.
Make a perception check.
I put my lowest stat in intelligence, by the way, so I have a negative
Gathered
2.
16.
So you have a look at some of these statues in these wide sort of windowed areas, and then you realise that they are essentially stable mouths, and you see there are actually a couple of hippogriffs in them.
Okay, I don't tell anybody. I slip my lips.
This is quite a large bridge and quite a drop down there.
Then we should not fall off.
I run up behind Emissos
Excellent
and I
idea.
do that childish thing where you go, save your life!
Hey, oh!
Let's see how terrible you do it. I push you off.
Do you roll a natural one?
Yep.
Make a dex save.
I don't want to come back as Molbath.
Yeah, I take it back. You're gonna come back as Molbath, not him.
10.
Immediately we have a
So
brother who
you
wasn't
fall
a dick.
over and your head is like looking down. Just remember you get the vertigo, like. Woo. And you see that in some of these stables, yeah, you do see one of the hippogriffs sort of look around lazily at you from behind, like a stable door. The drawbridge, which is down, you see like the door opens and a familiar-looking knight pokes his head out and goes, "Oh, it's you from the bridge."
Yes, just having a rest.
Hello again.
As I'm
The
lying
wind's
face
not
first.
blowing. Sure you're okay?
Yeah, just very tired. I'll get up now and very slowly push myself back away and stand up.
These guys are going to beat up?
No.
Possibly.
They are our friends.
For now.
How are you anyway?
Great. You've got good timing.
Oh, do we now?
Yes. We're going to have a feast tonight to celebrate the hunt we've been having against the Manticore in the area.
Oh,
Successful then?
No,
Tracked it down.
it's in the area.
that is a great success.
That is close enough.
I'll feast to that.
That is insane.
It's like, where's Wally? We found it! We can go home now.
The second door is swung wide. And you sort of see that there's an entry foyer. There's a large sort of eagle mounted up at the back of it. Apart from that, there's a few doors in, and the knight waves you in. Come on.
Come on then.
And we plod inside.
You were taken up some stairs. You see there's various servant quarters and the like down here. Yawn. You do see a couple of servants scurry out your way. Perception checks.
Natural 17.
I was going to say go over to roll perception. That's always a bad idea.
18.
12.
7.
14.
You see one of the servants has like a feathered mantle and cowl and pulls back. Similar from people with a wingsuit. But the other ones are just dressed like fairly standard castle servants. You are brought further upstairs. And you are led into a room that is being prepared for a feast. And the knight goes, "Just wait here, I'll get my captain."
Oh, certainly.
Is there any food out yet?
No.
Damn
Not even bread.
No.
Terrible
No,
service.
it's probably about 2 hours to the sunset.
I hate when restaurants don't have bread.
There is some wine on the table near the wall.
Doesn't matter what you
got
get
the
with
wine
you.
start drinking.
No bread.
What
Roll
Dunkin'?
the taste.
Roll for taste. What's your taste?
-7.
Plus 7. I got a 5.
Sorry, you have a +7 for taste.
I'm
But only for people who taste me.
It's
Tastes.
bad.
I know it sort of tastes like light and fruity, and it's like must be pretty weak stuff.
Alright, I start drinking it then.
It's just like this sort of glass thing that goes down like that, like wide bottom,
That was our 700-year-old bottle.
which is pretty young for an elvish wine. But
God, he's red wine drunk. The worst!
What'd you say about me?
eventually, you see, a large man head down, sort of large in physical stature, but similar to this knight you've met before, who was, as a reminder, Savra. He's very gaunt. And sorry, I'm just remembering that I played a campaign with vampires and every character was gaunt.
And there are a lot of brassieres.
What's the vampire?
But he's wearing heavy plate armor around. He says, "Welcome to Feathergale Society. I am Thurl Maroska. I am the captain here." As he moves closer down the sort of curved stairs around the edge of the room, you see this feather patterns across his armor. It's brilliant. It's probably magical. He seems to be dripping with casual wealth. A series of rings on his fingers over his gauntlets. He has like a chain around his neck.
Big dollar sign.
No. It's like a tasteful one. It's like he's clearly comes from money, and the impression.
Each of the chains of the dollar sign.
Yeah. There's a double dollar sign, so you can
Dollar
real
links.
well. Welcome. I've heard very briefly of your prowess.
Oh.
You are welcome to join us at our table tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for your hospitality.
It is very welcome. And we will be eating early. The manticore tends to start hunting itself at dusk. So we'll fill our bellies and then be ready to go. Are you all capable of flying a hippogriff?
I've never tried.
We will learn quickly.
Excellent, excellent.
I prefer to have my feet on the ground, but
Why would...
God, this is going bad.
I'm surprised, but we are happy to lend you a mount if you wish to experience the sky.
I would happily double up with somebody if that was alright.
I'll take one. Where are they?
Look, just enjoy it. They can show you the world.
I've
I
seen
did
the
think
world. It's shit.
you could probably share with your dwarven friend here.
I don't want
Where are you
that
known?
kid. I don't want to share that kid. I'm a man.
Anchorman.
I'm half giant.
Yes, of course, of course. Now, he sort of snaps his fingers and one of the servants detaches from the wall. Show them to some quarters where they can wash up and prepare themselves.
And brings more ale.
We don't have ale here. But we have wine.
What a terrible place is this?
It's the Feathergale Society.
It's ostentatious,
As you've heard.
is what it is.
I have a nice bottle of actual Mithdrano wine. It's very rare, very delicious. They certainly knew how to brew, cultivate the grapes very nicely for the wine.
Oh god, I know this guy.
Of course, they're extremely hard to come by now because the city was destroyed repeatedly.
Over the wine.
Repeatedly.
Probably because of that bad wine.
Need to increase the rarity? Sorry, we've got to kill you again.
Sorry, kids.
Basically, he heads off again, and you're all escorted to a couple of rooms. They're near each other. They each have 2 beds in them, and but there's also like just small basin for like washing up and things like that. It's all very nice stuff. Like the basin is probably made out of silver and things like that. It's not particularly spacious.
I'm gonna wash up and get a little blood out of like grooves and stuff actually. And I take off my armor and like clean some shit and actually like wash up properly.
I'm gonna jump into bed covered in blood.
Of course you are. As the blood goes into the bowl, you see it slowly dissipates and returns to clean water.
Interesting. I also plan to sit down with my sword and ask him what else he can do. Whether he can bestow anything else upon me.
You can check for moving characters
He
under the
picks
ground.
you up, sticks you in the bowl, you slowly clean yourself.
That's how a bath works.
Says, I have many abilities to one who is bringing justice. You may have already sensed your smites are more potent. Hello, viewers. Kevin, thanks to Gruff Josh. So the sword says, I have many abilities for one devoted to bringing justice. I've given you a sample when you have smote your foes righteously, and I have more. Should you follow the path of law and order and bringing justice to the realms?
Well, that certainly
Somewhere.
is a motivation.
It is.
Also, I appreciate your wisdom on matters of... I plan to eventually have people under my command. And I would appreciate your wisdom on that front.
Of course.
Led many people and...
Well, people declared that I should lead them, and I was happy to.
If I get there righteously, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. My lord only requests that I have strength, not how I get it.
I think I understand. People fight much harder for a cause they believe in. If people are afraid of you, they tend to lock up in fear. I've seen many the already broken militias of many Dark Lords collapse before an army of the righteous. They've already had their spirits broken long before we got there.
Yes. Well, I think Bane and Tyr have some things very much in common. The practices are a little bit off, but I think their methods of fervent worship are very much the same.
Well, Tyr is the god of justice, and Bane is the god of tyranny. There is overlap there.
It's very much two sides of the same coin.
Yes.
But, as I said, I will heed your wisdom and do as best as I can to find myself worthy of any power you wish to bestow.
That would be appreciated.
I'll finish washing up and I'll go
Yep.
downstairs.
What sort of beds are these? Like, what do the bed heads look like?
They're pretty simple. They are sort of nice wood, but it's very plain.
Is it slats, like something you could tie something onto?
No.
Is there...
Actually, no, it probably is. Sorry.
Hey, Emissos.
Yeah.
Gold piece if you can tie Koff's beard to the bed head without him noticing.
Oh, you brought this on yourself.
I'm sure of myself.
Ooh. While they're doing this stupidity, I'm going to also be washing up and making myself pretty.
Gussying up, if you will.
Up in your head.
Yeah. Like, freshen up my tattoos.
Yeah.
Bowling ball
Well,
bag.
they're not technically tattoos because I'm a Goliath and it's just skin tinting. However, freshening up, get my lack of hair like nice and shiny.
Yeah.
Fresh.
I'm
Freshly
just flipping
polished.
the gold piece.
Stick my head in the ball polisher.
Yeah. So also you get your armour and weapons
Yes.
all nicely neat.
I'm gonna wrap your fingers around the gold piece and ask you, what's his immunity to some assistance of sleep?
None that I'm aware of.
If you do, I shall go get the rope.
That was not part of the challenge.
Ah,
Half the fun is seeing if you manage to get it without being caught.
Sorry, are we all shared quarters, or is it...
Or is the rooms of two, so there'd be 3 rooms of 2.
So I still am by myself.
At the moment, from
You
the
know,
sound of
drunk
it,
and
yeah.
stupid.
So I imagine we're probably in the same room. Because
Same.
because neither one of us really wants to be anywhere near that mess.
Correct.
We are in the Praise Bane chambers.
It's just a
Dungeon.
party. I'm sitting there turning light on and off on my sword.
Praise Bane. Praise Bane.
In that case, I pull out a second gold piece and say, put it together. And lock their door from the outside if you can.
Oh yes, the ones who methodically rip doors off hinges.
Kind of the point.
yeah, alright, I'm gonna go
We have
and
terrible
lock their
house
door.
guests.
So you head out.
Yeah.
Wait, but we would be able to unlock it because locks always work from the
Inside.
Not if you jam the lock.
Also, old doors didn't exactly have a...
Also,
it's
None of you looked at the doors as you went in the rooms. It is lockable from the outside.
Yeah.
There's a slide bolt.
Oh great, they're pretty...
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to the door
Ah,
and
they're prison cells. They're fancy prison cells.
I'm watching from the door and go, oh shit. And the gold piece.
Yeah, yours is the same. There's no way of undoing it from the inside.
I'm gonna just... Because he's gone to bed to sleep, hasn't he?
I'm
Yeah.
meditating at the moment.
Meditate.
so I can
Okay, well, I'm
meditate
just going
half
to
an
grab Emharis by the front of his jacket, pull him out, and slide the bolt and the other door shut. Go, I'm going to go exploring, see ya.
So there's now an empty room. You're outside of it.
Oh no, I thought...
Oh, his room. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry. Do we have 3 rooms, do we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, no. Go up to
His room inside the vault.
Koff's room and lock the door as well.
Okay, so, yeah.
Well, I'm keeping the gold piece. Doesn't count.
Can you roll a sleight of hand check? Actually, roll 2. But tell me what they are and what are your passive perceptions over there?
11.
Okay,
Well-
theirs will be probably horrible 10,
Go roll
Oh,
the
sorry,
second one.
13, not 12. I didn't
17.
realise that was changed.
And because, yeah.
Minus
Oh, that's why I had to do theirs first, because they're awake. They're going to know I locked the door.
You two hear a slight noise from your door. You don't really catch anything more than there is a noise from your door. Just like,
Me putting my hair up in a ponytail. Go open the door. Oh, for the love of Bane. And I'll try and just like get the sword in there and just. Well, actually, did it open outwards or inwards?
Opened inwards.
Oh wait, hang on. I'll just pop the hinge off.
Oh, hang on. I'm indoors. I need to go study them at some point. Yeah, you can.
Ah, yes, the short door course. They do it.
I'll just like
Oh, and if that's a
pull out
short
like
one.
a small knife, and I'll just like slide the hinge bolts out,
Yeah.
and then just.
Make a carpentry check.
Surely that's not the way the hinges are.
I've never managed to pull a hinge off with a
16
knife
to
before.
beat.
I mean, it's the prison cell.
It was 16.
No, it was cogs.
You should have taken the 16.
I should have.
Turns out you can't take hinges off with a knife.
Not when they're
Alright.
covered in cement.
No,
So you're off
back to
exploring?
chisel it.
Yeah, but before they do that, I'm going to knock on his door
After
after
all,
I've
I
locked
have
it and leave.
His.
Yeah, I want him to know
I'm
that.
alright.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm taking now.
fuck! I just ripped the door of the hinges.
No, I was going to say we could chisel it with my hammer.
Make a strength check. Well,
This
athletics
guy's
check.
gonna
I'm
murder
not a
us.
patient man.
New characters for
For
everyone.
fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake! So that's a 12.
Pretty good.
You have a handle in your hand.
It's like starts to like shadow starts to creep over. I'm like, Truedream,
Yes.
can you help me kick this door down? Somebody seems to have locked it from the outside.
Sure.
And then
Damn, I should have stayed there and just waited for the do and pull the door.
I think that'd be good that you're not there. So, could one of you make athletics with advantage?
I have
proficiency. Alright, you can make it then.
I assumed you both did.
No, I don't have proficiency.
Ah, technically you can't help.
Oh,
each other.
actually, wait, no, I do have proficiency.
Or you
Oh,
can help each other.
So it would have been 14.
The handle probably wouldn't have come off yet.
I keep looking at like acrobatics and then I'm like,
That's an 18.
Yeah, so you kick and the bolt's not that big. It goes the door sort of swings back.
look down the hallway.
Not
Any
there.
sign of them?
So when you say the bolt went pink, is it like just straight up off? Is it like a bolt that is
Oh,
broken?
it's broken
shaped?
and sort of bounced on the ground.
Cool. I'm gonna pick up. We're gonna keep the pieces inside with us.
Yeah.
We knew exactly what we were gonna say.
Sure. What are you doing while you're?
I'm basically going to look for the
Stay back to
stables.
cleaning ourselves up.
Yeah, sure. So you start heading down. Remind me, how is your character dressed and cleaned and so forth? You're still covered in huge amounts of blood.
No, well, I never really got in the fight, so...
Well, you also
I've
haven't
flapped
washed
around
in a
a lot.
while.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, so...
But you're just dressed in like standard peasant clothes. And...
Yeah, just a simple leather armour
Yep.
with a hood.
So you start heading downstairs. You just striding.
Yeah, just walking around.
Alright. See a couple of peasants. Like servants sort of
Yeah.
watch you but don't do anything. Then you see you get lower and sort of return back to like the central
Yeah.
spiral staircase and start heading down. Before you get too far though, you get like about 2 steps down it. You see from like hidden corner one of these guys with the feather mantle and the hood up step out and go, excuse me sir, where are you headed?
To the stables.
That area is off limits.
Oh, we can't visit the hippogriffs then.
I thought it was him.
No, he said let's go adventuring. I said okay.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
that's
sleep.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, we were told that we were going to see these wonderful beasts in action, and we thought
I tried
best
to ride them.
best to go
Uh,
meet them and see them. And
I'm afraid without Lord Mariska's direct permission, I cannot allow you down
what about with an escort?
there. Once again, without his direct permission.
Oh, okay. Where can we find him?
Well, if you do not know, then I assume he does not wish you to know.
Well, he did invite us to ride on the hunt tonight, so I assume he would want us to know how to.
Yes, and he'll teach you when he is ready.
Glaring intensifies. While I'm glaring, I'm trying to calculate, I'm doing that like meme, trying to work out how many HP he has, and I'm thinking about sleep.
He looks incredibly thin and wiry, like probably not that many.
You say you're making that one, but I just picture the Charlie Day one with like all the notes behind him.
Feel free to roll insight.
As a man who hasn't slept in literal months.
7.
You don't know. But he is a servant, so probably not that much. So I'm afraid you
I was
will
going to say, what if you...
back up.
Yeah, we're going to have to leave because I've botched it. And look for another entrance to the stables.
This building isn't very wide, and there's like a central staircase, so
Oh,
you
okay.
would suspect that that's the only way down.
That's the only way down. Okay.
Short of going outside and climbing down the outside.
I get out of earshot, so,
Yeah, I'm going to climb out down outside.
okay, call the distraction while you're down there so I can sneak through.
Sure, no problem.
So probably
What was the Lord's name?
Can't remember.
Vain.
Miroska.
Rosca.
Or in vain, Lord's name in vain.
Insane in the in vein.
So there are large windows on the ground level. You saw them as you were headed in.
Yeah.
Above that, you're talking more like arrow slit size windows.
Yep. Well, I don't need much. Just when nobody's looking, I'm just going into a cockroach.
Yep.
And up the wall I go.
How can you turn into what you already are?
Do you get the wild shapes back on short rest? I assume you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, you wait a while. Where are you waiting?
Just sort of at the top where I know the guard is.
You're just basically staring at him.
No, just around the corner.
Okay. There's not really a lot of around the corners to be.
The next corner.
Yeah.
This is based on Canberra, isn't it? It's all circles.
Around the next circle, just out of eyesight.
It's a roundabout of stairs.
The diameter of this tower on this ground level is 80 feet. And it's divided up into multiple rooms. There's not a lot of...
Can't I just go into a room?
Yeah. I mean, this guy will see exactly where you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just leave the door open behind me and walk into a nearby room.
Getting flashbacks to after the ashes. Going into rooms, ending badly.
You walk in and you see that there are more of these guys with the feathers in this room. Large windows are letting in the sunlight as it reaches towards dusk. And there's just a number of plants around, some of them growing exquisite fruit. There's others beautiful flowers. You see that there are 3 of the guys with the feathered robes basically tending the plants. There is another guy who is even more emaciated, who reminds you of the guys who attacked when you were pretending to be asleep. He's dressed more like them, so basically in similar clothes but better. He's directing them rather harshly as he walks and turns around, sees you. Continues about his task though. There are a couple of seats around. Just don't damage anything here.
I don't plan to.
Shut up.
Sorry.
No, he's just sent me off to create a distraction. And so the wordings is going to be, don't damage anything here. I don't plan to, as I get up and toss something out of a window.
The power word heat.
Hey, it's not damaged in the room.
So this guy's like, I know you have the ability to come down here as a guest. Just sit down in the sun. Just turns around and starts aggressively fluffing a bush.
So they're all looking away from me right now?
Most of them are paying you some attention at the corner of their eye.
If I step back out a little bit out of their eye line, is there a way to?
If you've rolled stealth, you probably could.
Yep. I walk back and hit the door.
Yep.
Quite loudly.
This guy just turns around and just like,
It's not damaged. I look down at his little chipmunk. Thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah, he's like, just heavy-footed. Grandmothers and...
Slick.
You got that one on. So you went out back in this area where the guy's like near the stairs. What do you? So you cockroach down the wall. So you see that there are these stables, and you see one that is empty and head in there.
Head in there. Are they all like individual stalls? Or?
They are. It looks like each one has its own special area for each hippogriff, and yeah, they've got a page. Yeah, it looks like there's a total of about 12. And there's a couple of stable hands down here, keeping fairly wide area out away from the hippogriffs. You see a couple of the guys dressed with the feathers just looking around, sort of more minding them. As you watch, move across, one of the hippogriffs starts acting up. One of the ones in the feathers sort of walks over and whispers a few words, and it starts calming down. It doesn't, because you are a druid, so you're familiar with magic and magic levels. He doesn't appear to do anything magical. It's just
it's just straight out animal handling. Yeah, I should have picked something other than a freaking cockroach to cause havoc with.
And a mouse.
Been the rat again.
What a hippogriff.
Well, the problem is I'm a giant rat, so
Awesome.
That would cause some problems.
Turns your horse get eaten, but eat the heart from the inside. What can go wrong?
I don't think that's how getting eaten works, especially if you're a horse. Usually it's like stomach first.
Oh.
Very small little horse.
Okay, what state are the hippogriffs in as I go from stall to stall?
Well, it looks like there's about 6 of them here. Most of them, they're just resting.
Okay.
A couple of them look like they're starting to stir with excitement as the sun gets lower.
Okay, none injured, sick.
Yeah, one of them is.
Okay.
Looks like has like a deep sort of gash towards its back, and around it a lot of the flesh is necroticized.
Okay.
It looks like it's breathing heavily and...
Yeah, it's on its last breath sort of thing.
It looks like it's lived this long out of the woods, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realised why he's dead.
Yep. I knew it. This was going a while ago.
No.
We are so boned.
I just cleaned my armour.
At least you'll die looking pretty.
Again as we run away very fast.
I felt bad for that cockroach comment. I don't now.
Yes. He deserves it.
Fuck!
And now Brett's taking out the cards.
Well, I'm going to have to know. So what are you doing?
You want that?
I want to know what you're doing.
Is that what you're looking for in the cards?
Yeah, no, it's fine. You can have it. I want to know what is it. They're monstrosities, aren't they?
Is it a beast or a...
Large monstrosity.
Monstrosity,
Oh,
yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's a no-no, really.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that, but...
It's
He's
got,
gonna eat it anyway.
it's got feathers and a beak. Fucking go for it.
Totally on
Last time.
Shit, I'm gonna actually have to roll a dice for this, because I was going to go in there and fucking heal it.
Just wait for
No, I'm not.
Wait for a moment, crawl into its mouth as a cockroach, and then just like... and then start chowing from the inside.
Realistically, if you turn back inside its neck, that's how it would just explode off. Or you
Just eat the
die.
heart.
Emissos' legs
What are you
hanging out.
actually doing?
Okay, so how attended is this stable, or are they just sort of like letting it get better?
He looks like the least attended one. Like looks like they're slowly getting the other ones prepared. Like you can tell they're going over equipment and stuff like that. Similar to you seeing like stable hands prepare before like lords come down to ride off into.
Cool.
Nothing.
Tra la la.
Nothing to see here. Shall we have a green screen?
No, this is the actual background. We are sitting in front of the spire right now.
Right, wrong way.
Alright, I am gonna.
Come. Yeah.
As you push further, your hands disappear off screen. You can't push the towel.
Goes
No, you're
behind
on the
him.
wrong side for that.
So yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna revert back into my normal form. If the stables are like all enclosed, so
Yeah, they are.
when a door's closed,
They're like horse stables, but better
Okay,
reinforced.
that's
Yeah.
what you're going for.
oh, it's just a case of whether
And
they're
it looks
bars
like
or whether
looks like the doorway to the center point of the, because of course they're all like slightly wedge shaped.
yeah.
The doorways to like the middle point are too small for hypocrites as well.
Yeah.
Everyone should sit and watch.
Alright. Necrotic damage that looks like a burn or just like dying skin?
Roll medicine if you want.
Roll it even if you don't want.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you had a manticore mentioned. You know they're poisonous, and this looks like it was jammed in with the tail spike of a manticore, which poisoned it.
Okay. Yeah, so burning is going to be obvious. It's not just a case of killing it, it's a case of killing it without getting caught.
Yeah, although most of them are like around like other areas at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to turn back into my normal form.
Yep.
Is it bothered by me?
It looks too injured to care.
Too injured to care?
Oh,
Okay.
it's about to.
That is a mood.
Where was the slice? Was it
It's towards us the back.
towards the back? Oh,
Coming
okay.
in via the rear for the
On
heart.
the wing there.
Yeah, behind the wing there. Okay. I'm going to stick my hands together above the wound
Mm-hmm.
and then open up my flaming blade. Or
Yep.
cast my flaming blade and basically just let it pierce through the back of the spine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well,
Actually, no, I won't do that because that's stupid and
That's
that's
gonna-
giant score marks and set fire to everything. I'm going to just pull out the dagger and just drive it in through the back of the spine.
Immediately, it's gonna scream.
Roll a medicine check.
Another one?
Boy, am I about to get a distraction.
Oh, that's not good.
Because of the natural 20 before, I will give you an advantage. This is just to see if you can kill it in one shot without making a noise.
16 plus 22.
So you like sneak up around, you get your knife out, you work out
Yeah.
the spot right at the back where you can jam the knife into the brain. These things don't have a huge amount of hit points and it's already deeply wounded, so it's more
Yeah.
like... And it spasms. I will give them a perception check. And spasms through him, kicks out and knocks like a bucket slightly over as it kicks the bucket
Yeah.
and collapses to the ground. You hear one of those someone start walking towards you.
Okay, as quick as I can, I'm basically going to take the dagger, drive it through the side, rip out the heart.
You know there is no way
Oh,
that
there's
you
no
have
time.
time. However, there are spots you could hide in here.
Yeah.
Hide inside it. Got it? And climb in.
It'll
The
keep me
hot
warm.
way.
And we spend 10 minutes wasted.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll try climb up into the rafters and
Sure.
be quiet.
Stealth?
Yeah, this is going to suck. 8.
I mean, the one place they're going to look being Skyfaring folk.
Yeah. So you climb up to the rafters. The little boy looks in and goes, So he thinks he sees the blood, so steps in, at which point you just slip and go poof.
Crush the
Yeah.
boy. Crush him.
And like he looks over and goes, ah!
I really want to throw the boy out the window now.
Throw it over the edge.
This isn't Game of Thrones.
What do? You actually roll initiative.
The things
I've
I
seen
do
enough
for
Game
my
of Thrones to
family.
remember.
It comes back to haunt you. If you don't kill him.
Initiative.
Yeah.
9.
9.
Yeah, you beat him.
Okay.
Stupid kid.
Um,
Dagger to the throat quick.
no. I'm going to give him the dagger and scream it, like, just go, hold this.
Roll.
Confusion.
One of the which version of charisma you want to go with?
Persuasion or
Yeah,
intimidation?
well, I was going to go more intimidation because I.
So you're gonna go hold this.
Yeah, hold this.
There's one in the game.
I'm Turn
Yeah,
towards Aiden.
because I've got it as a proficiency. So
Yep.
God.
I don't think you're intimidating him by giving him the weapon.
You don't have advantage.
But
That one.
Oh, you wish you did.
That seems right.
Yeah, this feels like the dice gods are telling you what you should be doing is not this.
Just
You see me backs out quickly. He's like, "Oh, assassin! Assassin!"
And you're like, where?
You hear this boyish, "Assassin! Assassin!"
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, as he steps back out, I'm going to step to the left of the door
Mhm.
and back into a cockroach.
I stand in the corridor preparing and go,
Actually, before I do
maybe
that,
not.
can I throw the dagger to the boy?
You can throw it at him.
Do it.
No, well, I'm
Go
going
for
to
the
throw it
throat.
like butt first at his feet.
Sure.
Oh, I thought he was going to
You
say
do
that.
that. Yep.
Step to the left, cockroach, and then go up into the roof.
So, in front of you, like near you, like this guy just steps into like a martial arts stance, and he's like, "Assassins!" Steps forward and swings at you.
Wow.
Roll initiative.
You know what's even funnier,
I
guys?
can't believe
All the fires
That's
are
funny.
trapped in their rooms.
I mean, we're fine.
Cool.
We,
What do
we
you go
broke
first?
ourselves out.
Yeah.
I
You wanna
passed
walk
out.
out?
I'll just climb out the window.
Just wall run around to another window.
Yeah, really do like the court jester it. Swing out one window,
35
to the other,
points
swing
of
back to the
sleep.
original
So he
window.
steps forward and he's like, "Assassin!" He just collapses on the floor in front of you.
I'm just like, wait, what
Not
the
what I
fuck?
meant with distraction. I just turned it off.
Walk back up the stairs, yes. So,
Back to the dining hall. I want to be clear that I'm there and not part of this.
yep. So,
Do we hear anything?
no.
we're well far away.
I'm just making sure everybody knows we're here, alright?
I hope you're looking forward to being Molbath.
No, I don't have to be Molbath. I'm not
No,
part of the
him.
family.
He's a
He's
new
not-
character.
No, I'm up in the dining hall. I'm not part of this.
I think if he dies, I might actually die as well.
So, you are in your room, you're in your room. What are your passive perception?
11 and 13.
13.
14. But if it's been an hour, I'll wake up.
Oh, it's not been an hour, so you're asleep. Okay, so your passive perception is a lot. So you hear like a distant random noise. You can't quite work out because you do hear like various calls and stuff. You're pretty certain you heard a scream.
Why is there screaming?
Actually, you're a Goliath. You would recognize this scream. You heard someone plummet from a height.
Wait, what?
I'm going to stick my head out the window.
I'm looking the wrong way.
Look at the wrong way. We're a lot higher than
You look in
them.
the wrong way.
Oh, it's from down.
You look down, and it's a long way down. And if you did it straight away, you'd see a tiny speck go.
You're just in the dust cloud, though.
I'm just,
Yeah, because we were up high, so yeah, I would have looked down at the
It's a
start.
long distance way down.
I'm going to be princess styling, just like with the
Yeah.
hairbrush, just doing my hair.
Rapunzeling.
It was,
Huh.
what was it?
A body now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And I'll put my hair up in a ponytail and I'll pick up the sword.
It's too distant, so yeah, you couldn't get any details or anything. So.
It's definitely a body now, regardless.
I'll bet money on the fact that we're going to have to go find something.
Probably. It was probably the idiots once again.
What?
If something goes wrong, it's always your fault.
Praise man.
Yeah,
It's one
I
of you
see.
three.
Hey, he's barely joined the party and he's already getting blamed.
About an hour later, assuming no one does anything,
Yeah, I'm basically going to head back up to
Yeah.
the room.
you see they're really
then-
getting the table ready now. And then
We'll
Dave.
start heading down.
Yeah.
The moment we see the body, we'll pick up our weapons and start heading down.
Just so we're in the dining hall, so that we have some accountability.
you have to head up to the dining hall.
Okay.
We're gonna head up to the dining hall
Yep.
so we have some accountability.
Cool. So you guys start.
Oh, hello.
The table's being laid out with various silverware and golden chalices and things like that, and wine being brought out very reverently by the servants.
Once we get up there, I'm just gonna shuffle real close to you and just kind of like lean down to your ear and just whisper, "Why was a body projected from a window?"
What?
Where's Emissos?
Pop. Next to you.
There. Yeah.
What body?
Oh god. We had a
Which one?
We had a scream.
What?
Who?
Oh god. Look around.
Put it this way: was the scream a lot closer to me? I believe it was.
Yeah, your perspective is a bit different because you were moving pretty slowly. One of these guys just walked around and was like, "What the hell is going on, boy?"
Yeah.
The boy's like, "An assassin!" The guy's like, "What? Assassin killed the hippogriff!"
And there's a knife at his feet.
You look at the bloody knife, at the slight trail of blood, looks at the blood out of the hippogriff. It's like, "I told you not to lie to me, boy."
Lesson well learned.
I'm going to assume that we're not getting told this.
Hey, I'm in the stable. I didn't see it.
You heard
It
it.
was like he was having a great time all the way down.
He's learning to fly like us.
Yeah. Flying lessons, so flat. Really,
Flat part
really
of
hard.
At least we still have plausible deniability, and we're not at fault.
How did you get up to this room? Did you go outside the building yet?
Yeah, I would have had to have gone straight out, because that's my problem. I didn't want to use it until I'd eaten the heart, but I burned that opportunity.
So, and eventually there's like a bell's rung for dinner. The dinner bell is rung throughout the whole spire, so you would hear it.
Yeah.
Guess someone's waking up downstairs.
You would already be awake by this point. It'd be over an hour.
Well,
No, I'm talking about the guy that I put to sleep.
if the door's still locked, I'll just keep punching it and see if I can break it. And after a minute, I'll leave and climb out the window.
The window here is more like arrow-slit size, so
You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm like 5 foot. Can I squeeze
you
it?
punch the door a couple of times and servant opens it.
Wait,
like-
okay.
Oh, sorry, sir.
I ignore him and head towards food.
So you guys head up. You see from more like the other side of this level of the tower, chambers open and a couple of knights step out from various quarters and a couple others come from up higher. Eventually you get to the point where there's about 5 knights here. They're wearing, they are wearing full armour. They have their weapons. Excuse me. I'll leave you in suspense.
Dramatic pause.
Shiver with anticipation.
You see Lord Maroska start heading down the stairs again. He says, thank you for joining us for dinner.
Oh, of course.
Please, take a seat. Take a seat as he moves in to sit down, and one of the servants pulls a seat out and puts it in front of him.
I wait for him to take a seat and then I sit down.
So you'll get a servant moving your seat. Has this happened for anyone before?
I jump into my seat before he can do it.
Cool. Can everyone who it hasn't happened before roll a dex check? Because this is so awkward.
Now one.
Do I have to do it? Or can I
5.
just stumble in before he gets there?
Yes.
It's about how you're not trying to look classy at all, so it's fine.
I'm about to fall over.
18.
Me too.
You got a nat one?
5. I'm about to fall over.
You just look really awkward doing it, and you see one of them sort of chuckle slightly, and you actually mistime it completely because you think the seat's right behind you, but they pull it out slightly, then back in. You hit the ground. You just go down too quick.
Truedream is surprisingly elegant because she's actually done this before and it's like a proper down.
I'll shoot back up and just like glare at the guy that pulled out my chair and just be like,
He wets himself.
just like, and then just pull the chair in behind me and just.
He like, you see the guy like, well you don't because you're not looking at him, but on the other side of the table people just see he's like white in the face and then just runs.
And then you hear a plummet shortly after. You have to catch up with him.
Well,
Well,
when they
no,
eventually do, they'll bring him back. So food starts to be brought out. Now, this is like Michelin star quality food. It's like super tasty, but it's like
Tiny serves.
plates are like that big with like one tiny thing on it. It's like little frog's leg.
I eat it
Legs,
before the plate's
leg.
down.
I am a big girl. I'm gonna eat a lot.
You don't
I have multiple plates.
There's not
really
a lot.
Funny.
It's what you're given.
You're given. It's like this isn't like Russian courses, which is what we're used to. This is French courses, so it's like in a ridiculous order, but it's like 9 courses.
Yeah.
So it's like, here's a frog leg, here's some cake, here's like some ice cream, and it's all like
Enjoy a carrot.
super tiny portions, and it's like,
Hey, palate cleansers. Yeah, I'm super disappointed.
I eat mine quickly and I try and spike people's next to me.
I'm gonna smash your hand down on the table
Is there any bread?
as soon as you try.
No.
Try.
Just like, no.
you're like looking, like some of these nights are like, after like eating half like a baby carrot for like the third course. Oh, not too much.
The
Have to
moment
keep light in the
any
air.
of them do that near me, I'm just like, grab their plate.
There's a,
So I'm assuming we're in like a U shape.
it's a standard table. The Lord's at the top.
I
Do you
gesture-
want to take the bottom seat?
I'll take one of the sides.
I'll take it.
Now
And then
that
I'll get up and I'll
everyone-
take everyone's plate who only eats half their meal. And go back to my seat and start eating it.
I'll also point out that as the person that knows what's going on the most, I took the topmost seat.
So like next to the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is proper for
Yeah,
my
yeah,
station.
As a servant comes past, I gesture for him to come over and just, ask if there's, sorry, I'm from a land where we eat red meat. Is there anything recently dead to eat?
Oh yes. So the 8th course.
Oh, okay. May I inquire what it is?
Certainly, it is the most rarest of hog's nose.
No, I said red meat.
Oh, I have an idea. Continue.
No, it's a super bloody.
Can we not have ideas at the dinner table? Can we just get through this?
Oh no, it's actually to do with the dinner.
I know.
I'll turn to like one of the servants that come past and be like, excuse me, I feel rather uncomfortable about this. I don't feel I'm befitting of a meal of such quality. I was just wondering if you could bring me up one of the servants' meals.
See him, he sort of looks over at the Lord. Make a persuasion check. Or deception check, actually.
Oh god.
And,
Ooh.
you said deception?
Mm-hmm.
So 20.
You see, he's looking over and you see the rest of you see the Lord just give a slight nod. He heads off.
Oh, sick burn.
That's right, he doesn't know
It's
the
not
black hand of fucking Bane.
Probably a good thing.
So, the servant goes off, comes back a little bit later, places like a pile of offal in front of you.
That's better than what I had. I'll just be like,
It's like heaped up
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just
as you eat your piping hot gazpacho soup. But yeah, you see like the knights sort of a little bit.
if any of them are near me, I just like turn to them with like wide eye.
I'm definitely giving you a lot of disapproving looks.
Start to like smoke a little bit. And
Doesn't seem particularly bothered by that.
okay.
Actually,
Golden
you do
green.
that and you like smoke slightly as you do, just like gestures and like a bit of wind just goes.
Just like go grab the golden sword and like,
Fart.
My smoke.
Blow that away.
Eventually, though, the Lord stands up and goes with the goblet and goes, "A toast to our visitors."
Ah, most gracious.
And in celebration of joining us in the hunt tonight, I places the goblet down. I'm giving up a prize to whoever brings the manticore down. He pulls a ring off his finger. This magical ring.
I want it.
Places it on the counter.
Yeah,
Well, on
it's
the
metal.
table. And as he even as he pulls it down, like a servant appears with like a velvet cushion with tassels.
Ah,
Takes
challenge well met.
Excellent, excellent.
by the way, I toasted my bowl.
Oh, I downed my drink instantly.
Yes.
And then went back.
They would have charged your glass before the toast as well. So, shortly after that, I was almost on cue, as if this has happened more than one night. You hear a horn from above. He goes, the hunt is on. Please follow me down to the stables. And all the knights stand up, fleets move back. And he starts leading you down. And that is where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Yay!
What are we going to find down there exactly?
A lot of dead bodies. So,
Hopefully one.
thank you for joining us. I enjoyed my acquisitions ink dice I got from PAX.
Thanks to Level Up Dice for having the Acquisitions Ink dice in the first place.
Yes, that is very true. And they rolled well enough. The problem with very highly accurate dice is that they aren't biased.
Yes, that's
I had to
true.
put away my biased dice.
It's the only reason Molbath's... Oh.
I didn't roll for that. Yes, we will see you tomorrow, I assume. For
I also assume as long as ceiling doesn't cave in, sky falls.
Yeah,
What are the chances of that, though?
it looks stable,
50-50.
and there's not going to be a storm tomorrow, so it should stay stable. But ideally, the carpenter will be coming. Yeah.
So the party did just find a Medusa, and did not start the fight all that gracefully. So make sure you tune in and find out how that ends.
Didn't one of the party members go down like?
Oh, first hit. Natural 20 on the Medusa's hair attack.
Also, I would have requested that my huge displacer beast be fed just like the reddest of meat.
Yeah, they have like, as always, there's like hunting animals here.
I was going to say conveniently
I'm just hoping he got like this big, like ostentatious dog
He
bowl,
is.
and he's just like.
Yeah. But weirdly enough, they're hunting geese,
Giant geese.
giant geese.
Oh god.
The war honking has begun. I can hear it on the
A more
wind.
vicious animal has never been known.
And remember to tune in on Thursday for Dangerous Beasts and How to...
Oh yes, I believe we left off
Island.
you guys being tortured for information by the Empire.
Yes! So watch us come and die, and I believe there's some rumour of a special Dangerous Beast in 2 weeks.
And how to fire it.
But that game falls on October the 31st.
I wonder what the specialness could be.
I hear Christmas bells.
Well,
I thought it was
dead bodies
Valentine's.
come back to life.
St. Patrick's Day, isn't it?
Somewhere in the world.
I need to find something we can send all these good people off to watch.
So thank you all for watching, and thank you to the followers and the raid we had today. Thank all of you for your time, and we hope to see you again.
Well, hope you see us again.
Por qué no los dos?
Oh yes.
Donde está la biblioteca?
Das ist gut.
And remember to check. And remember to follow us on our social
Can't say that
medias,
on stream.
Facebook, Discord,
Sorry, I
and,
don't
also
understand you.
and also check our VODs on YouTube.
Swear, do you know where the library is?
Um,
Donde está la biblioteca?
Zwei Bier, danke.
yeah. Haven't visited Lord Lepaeus in a while.
Should we go to end screen first before we raid?
Oh, yeah, if you want.
Probably makes
Nah.
more sense.
Nah, we're going to wing this shit.
Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.
Turtles.
Bye.
Don't forget to send the mic off.